morning, everybody. It is March the 5th. It's a Thursday, and we are live and coming at you. That's right. Good morning, everybody. The team is all back together.
Hi.
Learn's back. I feel, you know what? I feel we are whole, except we are down 2 fallopian tubes.
Yes.
So I could feel that. I could feel some fallopian tubes missing.
Yeah.
I float in on them every morning and no more. The fallopian tubes are no more.
Tubes, checking in. Tubes, raise your hands.
You know what? I feel like there's so much more room in here.
I am part of the Sterile Boys Club. It's exciting.
Boy, there's so much more room for activities now.
They work.
You guys
want to
do some calisthenics?
I do.
Please.
Maybe for a couple more weeks, but yeah.
What are we feeling? Are we feeling bloated? Are we feeling gassy?
Oh, we're feeling it all.
Things?
Guys, I have everything with me today. I have a pillow that I have to take to the bathroom with me when I want to have a bowel movement, which, by the way, if anybody wants to get in on
They're making you poop on a pillow?
we got some Miralax,
Well, you know why?
Clearlax.
I'm sure you're on all those pain pills. That stops you up.
Yeah, I'm on the oxycodone. It is not cool. I also have photos of my salpingectomy if anybody would like to see those.
Yeah. What?
Yeah, it was a good time on Monday.
I feel for you, dude.
It's
It's brutal.
photos.
I got tube photos. I got laparoscopic photos, pal.
Oh, really?
So
how does that work?
You got snipped.
I did. I'm sterile and feral.
Okay, so where do they go? Where do they go in?
They go in through the belly button and then to either side of the belly button.
No.
Do you want to see my stuff?
No.
Oh.
No.
I will show everything.
I don't.
You and I, are we the only ones in the room that have that belly button thing?
Yeah. Did anybody else have their belly button reconstructed?
No. So I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about if you get poked in the belly button, it goes through.
Shock to your ween.
Dude, it goes through a.
I have a fake belly button
A space portal, a
You do?
wormhole, and it hits. Talk about butt lightning.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Without surgery, just a touch of that hurts your belly? Or?
Dude, if you touch me in a belly button, I'm going down.
Well, don't touch me.
Oh, you never had a surgery there?
No.
Oh, I had surgery there. I had a hernia.
Same.
I just met those.
So you've had that?
Yeah, when I had my laparoscopic, I had
He got his tubes removed as well.
my tubes out too, and I got a belly button. I had a belly button hernia because I was mad. The doctor's like, I went ahead and yanked that out. And I go, don't say yank.
Oh, well, yanked it out while you were there. That's my signature thing.
I
What
do
if
love
that's
my
your
belly
thing?
button. It looks like a big chewed up piece of gum. You know what I mean?
Well, my innie,
It's an innie.
my innie became an outie, and they were like, "Ooh, that's going to turn into an ouchie if we don't."
Ooh.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
The innie, the outie, then the ouchie,
And the beat.
and we need to get that done. So,
Yeah.
And the thing they don't tell you, which I'm sure you're experiencing now, is the laparoscopic makes it sound like, well, this is
Minimal.
2 little holes, right?
It is, but they're going through your abdomen, which you don't realize how much you use your abs until they're really sore.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
they're in there moving your ab muscles. I mean, they're going through. And when you pooped the first time,
Oh, it was not fun.
Oh, the strain. You
wanna cry,
The
dude.
strain, right? The strain.
The strain. So I had
Don't
my poop
strain.
pillow.
You're going to pop a stitch or 2.
So, I got 3 holes in my belly right now, and I'm very bloated and uncomfortable and on pain medication and no sleep. I didn't sleep very well last night. I felt like,
Because you were excited.
I was excited. I got so much to do today, and I was like, oh, man, we got the VP in town. Like, wanted to see you guys. And then I could not sleep, and it was like midnight. I'm going, oh, Lord, like, please help, because it just was not happening
Well,
for me.
the oxys didn't help.
No, I took oxycodone last night, like I had been doing the last couple of days, and it had knocked me out like Monday and Tuesday, and
It's the
then last night
anticipation of coming in. Now you got to back. Yeah, you got to get back to the routine.
right.
And then I receive a call at 4:05 from Learn saying I can't start my car.
Oh no!
Come pick me up in my
I can't
You
start my
forgot
car.
how to start your car?
No, I hadn't driven my car since Friday, and I guess it was like, I'm out, and it was dead.
What?
she was in the trunk. The
So-
drugs hit hard.
Like, man.
It's hard. It hurts to laugh, so it's going to be real hard today.
Oh, no.
So I had to get Tim up. Tim has been taking such great care of me all week. Like, he has been just there for every bit of it.
As he should.
As he should. And then I had to get, like last night, I'm like, will you come lay with me? I'm like, I'm just having like a panic attack. Like, I need your help. So he's in bed with me last night. Then I have to wake his ass up today and be like, can you come start the car? Like, total, like,
He should be
dependent
driving your
woman.
ass around everywhere.
Oh, God. Well, yeah, and that was the other thing. Driving in this morning. I've not driven since all this, and that was kind of difficult. So, but I made it. It's fine. I'm here. I'm
so
sterile.
what's the
Get used to it.
recovery? What's the recovery time on this?
Well, my doctor said I could come back to work today. They're like, if you feel like the pain is, you can deal with it. Go back to work. You sit for work and talk to your friends.
It's not like you're on a rooftop, shingling.
So, but then I have to go back on March 31st for like a follow-up appointment. And then, and I guess they do they go up in there and see what's going on. But here's the best part. So I've talked about having ovarian cysts on this show pretty much like every year I've been on it. Because once a year I'll get one and it's debilitating. Worst pain in my life. Worse than this pain is an ovarian cyst. And so I told my doctor, I said, hey, while you're up in there, check out that left ovary, see what's up. And I have endometriosis.
What is that?
That is, it's a really debilitating thing that women get where it goes everywhere and it is super painful. And so she cauterized the endometriosis off of my left ovary too. So
that's good.
You got the 2 for 1 too.
I got the 2 for 1 too.
You're going to feel like a new human.
My hernia was
free. I hope so.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. So while they were up in there, they, fried off the endometriosis.
As much as they could. They looked around. My liver's doing good. Like, looked at all the different things that are in there. It was cool.
If you can't hear in the background, the fire alarms are going off. I guess they're doing a test. Why don't you open up that door, Rafe? Let's let St. Louis.
Oh.
We assume it's a test.
Well, there was a note. This is what's going on in our hallways. Nice.
Pretty cool.
And the killer closed the door on his way out.
Well, I guess
Rafe was doing the Ace Ventura thing.
I guess the giant studio door is not totally
soundproof,
but
yeah,
pretty close.
So what can you not do?
I cannot lift anything over 15 pounds.
What about
no sexual activity until the doctor says it's okay? So that could be 4 weeks.
4 weeks. Oh.
And let's see. But so I did this for a number of reasons, personal reasons. But, I didn't know this, but fallopian tubes, ovarian cancer starts in the fallopian tube. So when you get your fallopian tubes taken out, it lowers your risk for ovarian cancer. It lowers your risk for breast cancer. And I have breast cancer in my family. And I was like, you know what? I'm not having kids. And I know I'm going to be 41 this month. But I was like, I got to get I did this for all sorts of precautionary reasons. And it feels good. Like I'm not.
Well, the one question people have, why wouldn't Tim just get a vasectomy?
Yeah, well, I mean, and yes. And so we are a very your body, your choice family. And I
feel like that goes out the window once you're married.
No, I mean, he never wanted to. And I was never going to press him on it. Like if he was like, yeah, I'll get a vasectomy, no problem. That's fine. But he never was pretty excited about that. And
nobody's I actually was. I'll be honest with you. I was pretty stoked. I was actually pretty stoked about a vasectomy.
Yeah.
No, nobody's really, but it's a quick, it was a quick procedure and it was pretty minimal downtime.
Right.
This is a pretty major.
Well, they call this laparoscopic salpingectomy, which is the bilateral, you get both of your tubes removed. They call it a minimally invasive surgery because of the laparoscopic part. But like Rafe said, I mean, it's getting up in there.
But you also had you got cauterized up there, so that's the sore part.
Well, that's good. That's why, hey, while they're in there, that's good. They got some other stuff done.
Right. I feel like I got my money's worth.
You got some extra done.
But it is minimal in terms of they don't have to cut you open and open you up, but it does. I was very naive when I got my gallbladder out because my abs hurt. It hurt to. You don't realize how much you engage your core until it hurts, and then you're like, "Whoa!"
Like even sitting,
especially when you gotta make a number 2.
Just anything.
Oh my
gosh! Laughing,
yeah.
even like I fell down in New York. I was telling Learn I thought I was gonna have my 8 Mile moment and go audition for Just for Laughs Montreal 2 days after surgery and go on stage and let the adrenaline take over. It was terrible. I fell in New York trying to do a bit because I went to the most walkable city on the planet. And it does. I'm glad you're taking it easy. You're trying to take it easy as much as you can.
Well, I mean, you can't. This is 3 days after surgery, of course. I mean, there's literally.
I was worried about her type A. I was worried that she wouldn't be able to
was she going to get out and start jogging again?
No,
I was vacuuming the house.
I was
or, like,
vacuuming yesterday. Are we
tiles.
sure we don't have a fire? Like, do you smell fire right now?
No, there were signs downstairs saying they're going to test the fire alarms.
Well,
best time to start a fire.
Best time to start a fire is.
Billy Joel, are you in the building?
Yeah.
Well, you guys could run out. I'm going down with the ship.
Fine.
Who's with me? Who's staying with me?
Yeah, man.
Who's staying with me?
I've committed. I mean,
who's staying with me?
You and Moon
If the
go
building
down.
is on
This is
fire
my
for real,
chance.
yes, the fire alarms are still going off, and they did say they were testing them. But if the building really was on fire, I'm staying on.
Moon's a Targaryen. You will survive.
Yes, I'm the dragon.
It does smell a little weird, I'll be honest
Okay,
with you.
Z1077's burning down the building to get rid of the competition, but we're going to sit here.
Who's even on Z1077? I don't know. Don't change the dial.
Okay.
I think it's
Die with us.
I think it's Skeeter and
1077 the
Fart
point.
Boy. I think they brought Skeeter and
in
Fart Boy back.
Cleveland.
Yeah.
Man, that's a good
So
get.
careful.
Hey, stay with me as I broadcast to my death.
Here, I want to show you guys my tube.
Okay.
Come on, this is as close as I'm going to get to like being a proud mom. All right. So here we are. So here is, we had a little bit, this is the cauterization of the ovary after the endometriosis is out. Okay, so this is exciting. Yes, go ahead and take a look at my.
I actually do smell something.
I do
burning.
smell something burning too. It's fine.
Okay, really?
Sure.
Is it
Well,
your
you
ovaries?
can't run. Somebody carry learn.
This is it.
That's just a spice hater turning on.
And yeah, so they are like moving my ovary here. This is what you can see right there.
Is that
They're
a
just,
sweet
like, moving
potato?
it around. Looks like just a nasty brain sweet potato. Yeah, it's pretty good
Weird,
stuff.
dude.
Look at your little ovary.
My little ovary.
Oh, that's a
yeah.
Lego.
Your little ovary.
That's a
getting
Lego that was
colorized.
lost.
Yeah.
Oh, it has your smile.
It was a Lego that was lost 36 years ago. That's, oh, man.
Good
Well,
thing.
congratulations.
Thank you so much,
You got
guys.
it done. This has been on the calendar for what, a
These
year
are
now?
high
Well, it's been on for a
quality.
long time. So I was going to get this done in 2022, and then we bought a house, and I was like, oh, crap, I can't like move.
Yeah, fallopian tubes,
Fallopians
house.
move, and then I decided, and then I joined this show in 23, and I was like, I don't know when I can take off.
Just the tube?
That is an ovary. Yeah.
That's the ovary.
Have you sneezed yet?
I have, yeah. I've sneezed, I've coughed. It's fine.
Is that fine?
You know what? Honestly, I brought like an extra pair of pants today. I got the Miralax. I'm mainly just like, if you see me run out of here, it's the Liquid Shadow 2.0 medical edition.
All right, I'm
So-
ready. Let's go.
When you're
Tune in.
This is the time you want the liquid shadow. Like you want it falling out of you.
Right.
You don't want. I was in a hotel room in New York, my first poop, and it was a couple days after. I went to a Greek restaurant in New York, and my buddy told the Greek guy I was bound up. He goes, "I have adjusted the thing for you," and he comes back with like a giant bowl of Greek yogurt.
This will get you going.
And I ate it, and we got back to the hotel room, dude. And they called security.
Wow.
There was a man weeping. Oh, it hurt so bad.
Well, and you know what? I'm sure with you and you're on the Miralax and on the pain pills, your situation is interesting.
It's a very interesting situation.
But I mean, for me, and we talked about, I think we talked about this off the air the other day. When I was in school, I think I could count on my hand the number of times I went number 2 at school.
Oh, really?
Like in my entire,
Yeah, in the entire career.
Per day.
One time, math building. I still remember what I was wearing.
it would have to be less than 5 times for me.
Oh, really?
In my entire 12 years of
yeah,
going
you just
to school.
don't. You just don't do that.
You just hold it.
I had like ulcers in high school, so I had problems, but
Oh,
Well, unless we've all been there. You're in the middle of a meeting, a long drive, or just, cozy on the couch, nature's calling. Your brain says, go, but you say, just wait till I get home. I mean, for me, if I know I'm going home and, like, nature's calling, I'm like, okay, I could wait. I could wait 30 minutes.
bowels of steel then. That's good.
Well, according to the latest from gastroenterologists, that one little delay is officially the worst thing you could do for your gut health. So if you want to stay regular, it's time to stop fighting your body signals to start going. Follow the golden rules of the throne. Rule number 1, the window of opportunity. The absolute number 1 habit to break is ignoring the urge. When your body says it's time to go, it's not a suggestion. It's a biological deadline. So the science is your rectum triggers a signal to your brain the second it's full. If you ignore it, your colon starts soaking up the water from the
waste.
caca. And the result is the longer you wait, the harder and more rock-like things get, making it way more painful to deal with later. Eventually, your body might even stop sending the signal altogether, leading to chronic constipation.
Yes.
Then you got the 10-minute timer. If you're the type of person who treats the bathroom like a library or a private office, doctor's got some bad news. We've talked about this before. You need to limit your toilet time to 10 minutes or less. Sitting on a toilet seat isn't like sitting on a chair. It puts a unique strain on your pelvic floor muscles, and if you're hanging out there for 30 minutes, you're essentially weakening those muscles and begging for hemorrhoids or even incontinence down the road. And then it's leave the phone at the door. This is the one that hurts. You know, stats show that about 66% of people, which I think is low, take their phones to the toilet. Everyone takes their phone to the toilet.
Yeah.
Everyone does.
Everybody does.
Everybody does.
Even if they're not playing on it, like, what if there's an emergency? You got nervous people.
Everybody takes their phone to the toilet. 66% my ass. It's
98.
I'll give you 90. Yeah, I'll give you 98%. Doctors are begging you to stop. The phone is the number one reason we stay on the toilet too long. I was on the throne the other day, and I got up and my legs were asleep.
Have you ever forgotten? Like, we're at a point now that it's weird to forget your phone and go to the toilet. You ever taken a pilgrim poop?
Oh, you got to read the shampoo bottle?
Yeah, you don't even know what to do.
As soon as you wash your hands, you go, wow, that was the fastest. Is that how fast it's supposed to go?
It's
I
incredible.
I've done it where I sit down and I'm like, oh, God.
Now when I'm alone in my thoughts.
What am I supposed to do, meditate?
Right.
I don't know. Like, what?
I don't know what to do.
I literally didn't know what to do with myself. Where I was like, like to the point I've pulled my pants down, sat down, and been like, considered pulling them back up to just go get my phone. And
Yeah, I'll be in my
sad.
bedroom and the phone's downstairs. Oh,
Everybody always had those cliche stories about their dad, or somebody being in the bathroom at for extended amounts of time, or maybe you guys were the magazine house or something.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I had magazines.
Ours wasn't. Nobody went in the bathroom for more than 90 seconds. It was in and out. Like, I never saw that kind of...
Your dad didn't have a magazine rack?
Your dad wasn't smoking Marlboros, drinking coffee, and reading the newspaper on the toilet?
That was your mom?
Honestly, in the older days, after he retired and all that, there was like a shelf in there that used to be just for like shaving stuff and all that, because it's like an old school bathroom in a basement where there wasn't any shelving or nothing.
Yeah.
There was nothing
What
for.
the hell went on in your house?
for
I'm just so
storage.
curious. I mean,
What do you mean?
Like the
I just
shows
think
you
not-
watched growing up
Yeah,
and
man.
stuff.
I was thinking, like,
I
not
wish I
much
could be
went on.
there. And, like, no.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
like
I'm
not really much went on in your house.
No, it was fun to go over there. They would sit. There's a couch upstairs, and then there's a chair, and everyone just sit there and just stare at each other. Not
That's
say
what I'm
anything.
imagining. Like,
Oh,
what's
the staring wall?
Yeah.
So maybe
scary,
it's
like,
making
weird
more
music
sense
would
that I
play.
was just outside at all times.
Young Moon.
Yeah, that is
'Cause there was
Moon,
nothing
you get
inside.
10 minutes on the couch with the imagination wall.
Yeah.
Then you have to brush your teeth for exactly 90 seconds.
Yeah, we just weren't like a toy house or like just a bunch of crap and things. We had a trash can in the by the back door that was just filled with sporting goods. It was just
Yeah,
bats,
no, and that's
bats,
great. I
balls,
mean, it's
normal.
encouraged to be
It was-
outside.
Those parents
sports.
sat him and his brother down and were like, for Christmas, you get one Ninja Turtle to share.
Yeah.
You have 90 seconds to choose which turtle you identify with most.
Yeah.
Begin.
Now it was National Geographic T-shirts that came in the mail
That is
with
sweet.
the subscriptions.
Yeah, no, I got off the toilet, and both my legs were asleep the other day.
Oh, did you start to walk and you're like, wait, is my foot asleep too? And you start.
Oh, it was
Jesus.
both
So I have to get
legs.
blood
It was
clot?
by both legs.
Your knee was locking on accident.
I was playing the New York Times crossword puzzle.
Oh, dude, have you been playing crossplay?
What's that?
It's like Scrabble with the New York Times gaming app now, and it's you do teams.
And the free?
yes.
You
And
pay
it's-
for it though, right?
You don't pay. Well, we
It's a
have the
free one.
subscription, but like, I mean, it's addictive.
Now it's another reason to be on the toilet for
I
longer.
know.
It's a second
Past the
download.
10-minute mark. Well, yeah, so leave the phone at the doors is what they say. So get ahead of things, drink more water, load up on the fiber, beans, lentils, berries, the whole grains and stuff. That'll keep things soft and regular. Just keep walking too. Even a brisk 20-minute walks, stimulates the muscles in your gut and gets the internal conveyor belt moving.
Yeah, fart walk, dude.
Fart walk.
We know about that for Thanksgiving, and it's not just for the Thanksgiving holiday. You should go on a fart walk like every night.
Yeah, I think Cherokee Street does the fart walk, right?
Of course.
On Cherokee Street?
Yeah.
You wear your Apple Watch all the time, right?
Yeah.
I know I'm wearing my Apple Watch now. You are?
Yeah, all the time.
I know you're always checking your heart rate and
Oh, by the way, speaking of that, blood pressure's never been better than me hooked up at Barnes.
I bet.
115 over 75, guys. Holy crow.
You were in your element.
I was hooked
Sounds
up to a
good.
million different things. Tim goes, you've never been more completely okay in your life than
So many-
you with
so
an
many-
IV.
Oh no.
so many stats.
Yeah, dude.
I-
She
So
was
much
laying
data.
there. She's laying
Blood
there
pressure.
Like, Mama's got 6 tubes and a call button. I've never been more calm.
I
much
was so
data.
happy.
Well, there's this girl in Ohio, 19 years old, survived a total nightmare thanks to her Apple Watch. And this sounds like something out of a movie. You don't wear an Apple Watch, do you?
No, remember I donated mine to Poseidon in the Dominican Republic.
That's right.
And then I was gifted a second one, but I had just gone enough weeks in between those two where I kind of got used to not having it, so I haven't put it back on.
Yeah.
So this girl in Ohio, do you wear one, Scott?
I was wearing it for almost 2 years probably, and then it just kind of happened maybe 5 months ago or so where a few days I forgot it somehow, and then
There it
same thing,
goes.
Moon. It just was like, I don't need this anymore.
Well, so this 19-year-old Andy Burns was driving home from work during a snowstorm when her truck hit a patch of ice, slid off the road, tumbled 15 feet down into the Little Miami River.
Oh,
And to
no.
make things worse, the truck landed completely upside down, started sinking fast. She said as soon as she hit the water, it was pitch black. Everything happened in seconds. She was trapped in the cab, water running in, and she only found about 4 inches of air near the floorboards, which were now the ceiling since she was flipped.
Holy crud.
Complete pitch black.
Wow.
And here's the crazy part. She didn't have to reach for her phone. Her Apple Watch detected the crash.
Yeah.
And immediately called 911. Because of that, dispatchers could hear her and keep her calm while emergency crews raced to the river.
Amazing.
And,
Amazing.
And when rescuers got there, it was a literal race against time. They had to smash the windows. They pulled her out by her legs while she was still inches away from being fully submerged.
That is super cool. I had that happen. I forget what it was, but I did something and my watch went off and said, "Have you been in a car accident?"
I had it happen at Six Flags once, and I called my wife.
Oh, maybe that's what it was. She was like,
Like the
"Have you been in a
falling
car
down?
accident?" I was like, "Whoa, no."
Yeah, they thought I was in a crash and actually locked up my watch and called all my emergency contacts.
Yeah.
Yeah, that might have been what it is. And it also warns you if it's like too loud somewhere, you know? It'll go too loud.
Yeah, it's too loud.
Too loud.
So thankfully, she walked away with some bruises, but the experience changed her life. I mean, she actually decided right there and then she wants to become an EMT now. How about
That's
that?
cool.
So she could help people the same way those first responders helped her. So maybe there's a reason to put back on the watch, Scott.
I guess so.
You know?
I love it.
That
I'm not
happened
gonna go to
downstairs
Little Miami River.
a couple weeks ago, man. At Il Balago. Downstairs, one of the servers, saved a guy that works here. One of our colleagues' uncle was in there and had like a heart attack. And she did CPR. He was dead on
Whoa.
the floor, dude.
Here?
Yeah.
Last week?
When
Yeah, I
was
went there
this?
for lunch yesterday. She was telling us about it, and it was video Josh's uncle, and I hope he's recovering. He's good. He's in the hospital and recovering. She was
Video
a nurse.
Josh's uncle?
Yeah.
Whoa.
She was a nurse for years and got married, and now she's like she's a bartender downstairs, and he turned sheet white, fell off his stool.
Holy cow.
Gone.
Wow.
And she did CPR and rolled him on his side, and she's like, man, they're like literally. She went to the hospital to see him, and like the whole family was like giving her a hug and
Oh,
crying.
wow, that's
and
amazing.
She's a hero.
Literally
That's
saved.
amazing.
That's great.
I don't know if you missed the conversation yesterday, Lauren, but Rafe was invited to head up to Alberta, Canada,
Oh, yes.
to become a member of the Blackfoot Indian tribe,
I
which is
think this is so cool.
It's also Wolverine's origin, which I don't think is a coincidence either.
now. We all decided you should go, and we actually found out what Rafe's Indian name will be.
I was listening.
It will be Achete.
Yes, it's perfect.
Akachete.
Akachete. No, I was thinking Machete.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is a great film.
Akachete.
Yeah.
Akachete. But here's the thing. We got to get Rafe up there.
Okay.
We got to get Rafe up to Alberta.
Operation Akachete has
Okay.
been greenlit.
Here's the issue. Canada will not allow it.
No real ID.
No, because somebody's got a couple DUIs under the belt.
What? You can't go to Canada?
No.
Canada's super for real on certain
Canada's
things.
scared of
expensive.
me.
We looked this up.
It's what I'm about. Right. DUI? Really? Mm-hmm. Like
Oh, yeah.
that will you can't
Canada
go to
don't
Canada?
Canada don't play with DUIs.
Here's the thing with DUIs in Canada, because I've had a lot of comedians, and this was happening to me when I used to audition for Just for Laughs Montreal. I knew that if I got it, I was going to have to pay a lawyer to immediately expedite some sort of arrangement for me to be able to even go into Canada. There's a country music artist named Charlie Crockett who just had to cancel his whole tour
He's coming here.
because And he had a Canadian tour he had to cancel because he had he sold like a bag of weed when he was 19 years old in Texas.
Yeah,
And
they don't fool. They don't fool with narcotics.
And it's all the border agent's discretion. So when you cross, they run your passport, they see your criminal record, and if they're in a good mood that day, they could be like, "Oh, these are 20 years old. Come on in," or they can be like, "Get your ass out of here." And they have a very contentious relationship right now because of tariffs and because of all this stuff. So it's not worth the risk.
I don't think it's really at discretion. I think it's a pretty. I mean, from everything I'm reading, it's a pretty steady, especially the 2 DUIs thing.
Sure, rules is rules on paper, but believe me, it's discretionary. I've crossed that border so many times, and we had a guy in the band who at 16 stole a video game. They got it down. They changed the charge. Instead of theft, they put it as destruction of property, which here, I guess in St. Louis County, is a lesser charge, a lesser evil.
Right.
Canada says, "Oh, cool, you're a trespasser or you're a vandalizer. We don't want you here."
Right.
Well,
When we get there, they would flash up and say, "Oh, well, you got this on your record. Pay us X amount of fine," and you move on. Other times they go, "Oh, we love your band. Sign this, and we'll send you right through." And then other times we were detained for 6 hours, and they made us strip, and they asked us about all of our tattoos, and asked us if they were gang related. Yeah, empty your trailer. I mean, it is the same crossing, different people, totally discretionary.
Well, under Canada's Immigration and Refugee Protection Act, a foreign national is considered criminally inadmissible if they have been convicted of an offense outside Canada that, if committed in Canada, would be an indictable offense. So the most critical detail that you need to know, Rafe, is that Canada updated its impaired driving laws in December of 2018. So before December 2018, a DUI was considered, quote, criminality. After December of 2018, the max penalty for a DUI in Canada was raised to 10 years in prison.
Yeah.
This automatically reclassified DUI as, quote, serious criminality under immigration law. So why does this matter? So previously, if 10 years had passed, so your last DUI was in 2009, right?
I believe, yeah.
2009, so that's 17 years. That is 17 years of clean living, clean record. Previously, if 10 years...
It might have even been 2007, but I think I completed like the court I was, whatever, I had to have the blower in my car and all that stuff. Like all that stuff was completed, and the case was closed in 2009. So it might even be longer. It might have been almost 20 years now.
So if 10 years had passed previously, since the completion of your sentence, you were deemed rehabilitated and could enter automatically. Right this way, sir.
Oh.
Here's your poutine.
Yep.
Now, that's not a thing anymore. If you have a DUI conviction that occurred after December 2018, you will never be automatically allowed back in, regardless of how much time passes. Now, if you have 2 DUIs, you are inadmissible regardless of when they happened.
Ugh. I hate this, that you are being blacklisted out of the
Because
great
a pattern
country.
of offending prevents deemed rehabilitation. Therefore, 2 DUIs on your record, you will almost certainly be denied
Can we
entry.
start a petition and we can have all of us sign it? And
Here's
then we
what
send
you
it?
could do. If you have 2 DUIs, you can't just show up at the border. So you can't just show up and hope you get a good guard.
Right.
You have to petition. You have to apply for a temporary resident permit. You have to ask the government to weigh your need to enter against the risk you pose.
You need to join this tribe of people.
Well, you can't get to them.
Maybe the couple that met you, they can petition on your behalf to their tribe, and they can have it from that way. And then we here at the Rizzuto Show can start our own petition, and then between the 2 countries have world peace through Rafe Dean Williams. I don't know.
It seems like a lot of work. Why don't you just go to Montana, get in a goddamn canoe, and go up and through that lake?
You can't do that
the
either.
Scouts do.
It's the
What?
safe route.
You can't do
Y'all
that.
are working
I
too
looked that
hard.
up too. You cannot enter through.
We did. The Scouts did it.
You cannot enter Canada through a reservation border crossing.
Oh, I see.
We looked.
We looked.
Well, I'm talking about the canoe. I don't think there's a crossing. I think.
Guys.
Oop. Look at me.
You're like, all right, well,
I'm in Montana.
Because what, the Blackfoot Reservation goes from Alberta into Montana?
There are 4 tribes. It's the Black Confederacy of Blackfoot Nation, and there are 4 tribes. There's 2 in Montana, eastern and western, and there's 2 in Canada, eastern and western. And this is, I believe, the upper eastern tribe is the Pawnee, which is the Alberta. That is the tribe that has invited me. So I have to go to Alberta.
Right.
Their territory is not in Montana.
So the permanent solution here is, this will wipe the slate clean for immigration purposes. You can only apply if 5 years have passed since the completion of your entire sentence, right? Including probation, fines, license suspension ended. So you're good. This is a rigorous application submitted to Immigration, Refugees, and Citizenship Canada, the IRCC, as we all know.
You should be doing that anyway.
You must prove your lifestyle is stable and you are unlikely to reoffend.
636 makes a really good point on the Schreier text line that MLB players, NBA hockey players all go to Canada. They're not all perfect. They have records as well. Many of them do.
A lot of money,
That's
though.
all handled. Yeah, they have a bit of a system that's kind of working for them.
Yeah.
I would do all this stuff anyway, man. Get all this out of your way and be clear. Go up there and make friends with the RCMP, baby.
It needs to be done. Canada needs me. Let's be honest.
I would love for you to go to Canada.
Needs, too wild for Canada would be great merch, though.
If you want to pass through from Montana to Alberta over the reservation line, there is something called the Jay Treaty. The Jay Treaty from 1794 provides specific rights for indigenous peoples to cross the border. It applies to indigenous peoples with at least 50% blood quantum.
Uh-oh.
You are from Southern Illinois, so you have at least, 70?
No.
79%.
0.1.
It does not grant.
Grandma Basket says I have 86%.
It does not grant non-indigenous people the right to use reservation land to bypass customs. And if you are caught, it's not good. It's not good. Do not attempt to cross a reservation or, quote, back road. It is a federal offense. So...
Dude, there are no borders, dude.
Oh, yeah? Okay, Thank you.
Not from space, dude.
Thank you, Billie Eilish.
You ever look down? From NASA? From the Hubble?
What I think we should do is, I think we need to petition. We need to get a lawyer out there.
I'm going to have to. I got a lawyer. Has anyone done this? I'm curious, because here's the thing that I looked into, and this is how hard they make it. Because I knew that I was going to have to do this for Just for Laughs Montreal if I ever got it. And I've been very close to getting, their new faces, which can be, a career-changing thing. So I knew I had, and there's lawyers on the border of Canada, like in Buffalo and some other cities that are on the border that specialize just in this, of, expedited temporary work permits or expedited, it's called criminal rehabilitation, which is where you have to write the Canadian consulate. There is no phone number. There is no email. You have to snail mail the Canadian consulate a request, 6 weeks. They snail mail you back the application 6 more weeks. You fill it out. If you don't get a lawyer and you don't get legal representation and you do anything wrong, you don't fill out the right information, you don't include all of your paperwork of that you've been to rehab or that you've done the alcohol training classes, like the SARS and all that stuff. Not SARS, that's a disease, but
SARS
TOPS.
is a disease.
If you don't fill out that you've done all of this stuff, you send it back to them 6 weeks. They'll send it back to you one time, 6 weeks, correct these mistakes. You get one more shot at it, 6 more weeks. Now you're at half a year. And then they either decide that you're criminally rehabilitated and you are considered A-OK in Canada, or they deny you and you have to wait 3 years to apply.
Well,
so they make it.
This is that is the permanent solution. It's the criminal rehabilitation. So
it's a racket.
It's like an essay? What do you mean?
You have to apply at the consulate.
What do you mean apply? You have to write an essay about...
Kind of.
Well, I'm sure there's
You're a great writer.
paperwork.
Just do it.
Yeah,
Start
but you
it now.
have to. It's they make it so hard to get in touch with anyone that it's become a pretty good business for lawyers. Because if I pay a lawyer, and this was years ago, it was $5,000 for the retainer. They just handle it. They do it every day. They know everyone at the consulate, and they get it done relatively quickly. That's probably going to have to be the route I take.
You're going to do all this. You're going to pay $5,000. You're going to go up there. You're going to do your thing. And then you're not going to get let back in the country because you don't have a real ID. You're going to be in Alberta for the next 6 years.
Good.
And then you're going to have to write a letter to the consulate here saying, I'm sorry, I didn't get my real ID.
And then
And
they're
write
gonna
that
pull the
100 times.
Never.
Bart
I'll live in
Simpson.
Canada. I'll live in Canada out of spite.
Hey, by the way, did you guys talk about Mark Cantor, speaking of lawyers abroad? The lawyer, Mark Cantor, who advertises on this radio station. He is in Israel right now, stuck.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
That was wild. So I don't know if you're looking
What does it have to do with being a Blackfoot Indian?
Well, no, I'm just saying you need a lawyer. I mean, it sounds like he goes to other countries and gets nuts.
Well, they
so.
just can't. He just can't get back because there's missiles all over
there's
the place.
a war now.
there's
Yeah.
a war. There's a war going on there.
Yo, Texter said Canada wouldn't let WWE bring their arguably their biggest star at the time for a pay-per-view because of a DUI. They had to change the whole show.
Oh my goodness.
They're pretty strict. Barnes, what's
Depends
going
who
on?
it is.
And for goodness
Hey, so I just got back from Canada. I've been in some legal trouble more than once, let's say, and I have a lawyer here. His name is Mark LaForce, and he did paperwork for me probably 10 years ago.
Cool name.
And I went right through, no questions asked.
So we did. How much you have to pay him?
I want to say it was $800 at the time.
That's not bad at
That's
all,
not
dude.
bad.
But you got to find somebody with a French name. They like that.
Yes.
Oh, he's one of us. I see.
Did he use LaForce and say, this is not the droid you're looking for, and that's how he got you across the border?
No, I never had to use the paperwork he gave me. They just checked my
I'm sure it's
passport
filed
both
away.
times.
What do you mean you were in some legal trouble? Can you just give us like a taste of what type of legal trouble you were in? Like if Rafe had DUIs, what is your legal trouble?
DUIs.
Oh, DUIs.
Oh, okay, great.
The same white trash stuff all the time.
Fantastic. Good for you. Well, not
I'll tell you what, though. If you,
Good for
if
you.
do
All the
that-
two
Yeah, good
DUIs.
for you.
If,
Driving under the
if you have a lawyer,
Rich people, Justin Timberlake got a DUI, my man.
That's right.
It happens to all of us.
it's going well.
Don't sell
for you.
yourself short, man.
Younger years.
Don't sell
Younger
yourself
years.
short.
So it sounds like if you do a little bit of CYA with a lawyer, have him do like some proper CYA, and you go up there and take your chances, roll the dice. We
me
know
ask-
that this is
Yeah,
going
as
to be
long as
fine.
you got the paperwork.
I'm telling you, it depends on the crossing, it depends on the time of day, and it depends on who you
It
get.
does, because I know I have someone very close to me with a DUI who just went to Vancouver and had no problem.
There
just
we go.
See ya.
The whole thing is you got two.
It doesn't. I don't want to risk it. I want this to happen, so I need to make sure that I.
What's the crappy one? We used to drive like 3 or 4 hours out of our way to go to one because is it the Buffalo one that's bad? Scott, your mic is not on.
Buffalo one is not great. I tried
think-
to go to Niagara Falls on the Canadian side, and they told me no.
Is that the one
Yeah,
that sucks?
because that
I
might
had to
be
go to the crappy
The
American
Quebec
side.
one is horrendous. That's one even in the airport they will. If
They'll
you
tell
have
you to
a
drive out
clean
of the way?
record, they'll pull you in the office and grill you for like 50 minutes,
What?
which happened to me.
That's right.
But British Columbia, if
Dang
you
it.
can get in that route, you never have an issue.
Well, he's
It's
not
like,
going to the
I know.
freaking West Coast.
I wanted to ask that guy another question.
Well, what was the question?
Well, I just wanted to know what. Like how long it took. How long it took to get the papers done.
Get the papers. Get
The
the
papers.
papers.
Papers, get the papers. Well, call
Email
this
me or call back in.
guy. Call this guy.
I'm going to call Mark.
We got detained at the Canadian border
La
once and had to sit there for
Was it the Quebec one?
It was up. It was through New York.
Okay, yeah. There was one.
It was my brother-in-law got caught with a whole lot of cash going into the
I've
country.
only
Well, what
flown in
happened
recently,
was in 2018 also, I found out like it's also like it's just like a peeing contest between American and Canadian customs.
Yeah.
Like if the American side's being a pain in the ass about letting people in from Canada, then they turned up the juice. That's why they did this. It used to be if your DUI was over 10 years old, you were automatically, no matter if you had 1, 2, or whatever, as long as they were over 10 years old,
They'd wave you in.
you were considered criminally rehabilitated through time. And they waived that in 2018 when they changed the law because American custom agents were being kind of
Jerks
prickly.
to Canadians coming in.
Yes, and there was because I used to when I tended bar at Lori's, there was these old guys that came in. They'd go up through Michigan or Minnesota or somewhere and go on a trout fishing trip every year. They'd gone for 30 years in a row, and this dude had a DUI in like the 80s, maybe even the late 70s. Old guy, and he on his 25th year of the trip, they tried to drive across the border and they detained him and they had to send him back on a plane.
Right.
And his buddies went fishing without him.
That's a bummer. Yeah,
And he was like, dude, I've literally been in your country for the last 24 years with no issues.
yeah. My wife's cousin went up there for a bachelor party, and he had something under his belt. He had to wait for them, everybody, to come back.
Yeah. Yeah, we
one person got denied. He had to get a hotel and wait for everybody to come back.
We had a tour. We were crossing back and forth. And I'll be fully honest, the U.S. border crossing coming back in was the most difficult on that tour until one random crossing, and all of a sudden they said, hey, you need to drive the bus. You know, because they arrested our bus driver. They detained him. Sorry, not arrested. They just wouldn't let him in. Like, he's been in here 6 times in the last month.
Right.
But no, he dinged us. You know, this thing dinged on the computer, so we're going to hold him.
What was the name of the act? What was the name? If I rode up to the border on a horse with like one feather.
Oh, it is the...
hanging from behind my ear, and I was like, I invoke.
It is the...
What, like a native parlay?
No, It is the J Treaty.
I invoke the J Treaty of my people, and I hand 2 beaver pelts
The
to the guy.
The J Treaty of 1794.
They're going to kick your ass.
I am Akachete.
I invoke the J Treaty of 1794.
I invoke the J Treaty. Haven't you done enough to my people?
Oh, okay, that's going to go over
Sir,
well.
your eyes are blue.
That's going to go over well.
And the Mountie just beats the hell out of
And
me.
then you go, who peed in your Cheerios? And then that's it.
Hey, if you get
And
up
you're
there,
never
though,
allowed.
that's what you need to do, is get a picture in an RCMP uniform on a horse.
Honestly,
Heck
if I can get this done for $800, that would be awesome.
Who was it Dudley Do-Right?
What?
Yes.
He was the Canadian.
The Canadian Mountie?
Good
Yeah.
God.
Played by Brendan Fraser in the movie?
I forgot they made that a movie.
Oh, yeah.
Dudley Do-Right. Oh, it's a cartoon, and then
And a Brendan Fraser movie.
He was Royal Canadian Mounted Police.
Yeah, just say that's your favorite movie. They'll let
no
you write
way.
it.
That's
Have
so
some maple
funny.
syrup.
They'll let you write it.
I was bummed at Niagara Falls.
Oh my gosh! First of all, here's a poster for it. William S. Hart, if you will. William.
Oh, my, yes.
You guys don't know Dudley Do-Right?
No.
Oh, Willie,
Wait,
what's
William
his name?
Shart?
I know it.
It's
His
William
name is
S.
William
Hart.
Shart?
William S. It's William S. Period Hart, okay?
Yeah,
William
get it together,
Shart.
you
No, it's not.
fools.
That's Billy Shart.
Oh man,
No,
that's
it's
so
not.
funny.
That's how I got my honorary Canadian citizenship, is by watching this cartoon.
Holy smokes! From 59 to 85, what a run! Yeah,
Yeah, there's not much going on.
You know what?
there.
Your children's show that you're going to do that we decided last week, Willie Shart. You know what I mean? And you could dress up like him.
Bill Shart.
Bill Shart.
Yeah, we weren't close enough
Teach
to the
them
border to
kids.
know what this is. This is because you were close.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
it was
Yeah.
a major motion picture starring Brendan Fraser.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I don't think it did very well, but enough to make an impression on me.
What is this, man? He really has run the gamut.
Yeah.
As far as
1999's Dudley Do-Right.
99.
1999. That's right. That's
Oh,
right.
and you know what movie of his it doesn't get its due is Bedazzled. Bedazzled is
It's a great film.
Great
dude.
film.
It's one of the best movies of that entire.
I still can't
era.
believe she is dating Billy Ray Cyrus, though. And honestly, I don't know if I can watch it anymore.
Don't make no sense.
What's her name?
Elizabeth Hurley.
Elizabeth Hurley.
Oh yeah, he did Dudley
Gorgeous.
Do-Right right after he did George of the Jungle. Man, he was just
Brendan Fraser and Sarah Jessica Parker. So all right, so
Just
listen,
paying utilities
you
at
got
this
the
point.
you got the name.
I'm looking
Ray,
him
if you
up.
make the phone call.
I just looked him up, but he's hard to get a hold of.
Why is that?
This dude's like Jason Bourne, Mark LaForce. I think I need a signal. I got to put like a
maple leaf.
maple leaf up in the sky, and Mark LaForce just comes to me.
He's probably living in Thunder Bay.
I have there's a website.
Hey
here
there,
with-
bud. Heard you're having a problem. There's no need to fear. Mark LaForce is here, eh?
What, Scott?
There's. Did you get the website where it's Global Crossing Immigration? Because they have direct
Yes.
access there.
All right.
I don't see
We'll
it.
get this done.
Get it?
We'll get this done. All right, listen. I want to talk about this little thing I had with my wife yesterday. So we're on a walk yesterday, okay? And she hits me with this question. This is one of these deep hypothetical questions. She goes, if you could go back in time, just within your own lifetime, what's the one thing you would change? She was all pissed off. We're walking the dogs, and she said, the one thing I would change is I would prevent the dogs from jumping up on the bed.
That's it?
And I go, in your lifetime, you've been on this earth 47 years. That's the one thing you would change?
Yeah.
And she goes, well, what about you? I go, I don't know. I would try to prevent 9/11.
You wouldn't be able, you couldn't do anything about that.
Okay, and that was my question. Like, her answer was funny.
Right.
And, again, she said she'd go back and never allow our dogs to jump on the bed. One tiny rule change to save, years of hair on the bed and no legroom. Simple. But my brain, of course, went darker and bigger. I told her I'd go back to the morning of September 11th and warn everybody to get out of the Twin Towers before the planes hit. But then I'm thinking of the logistics of that. And it's a nightmare. So think about it. I'm 23 years old. I show up in Lower Manhattan on a random Tuesday morning in 2001, screaming that planes are about to hit buildings. Nobody's going to believe
Yeah, how do you
a
even do it?
screaming lunatic. I'm a guy in a Limp Bizkit T-shirt looking like a total psycho.
Yep.
On rollerblades.
I roll, yeah. So listen, an angel comes and tells me the night before, hey, tomorrow 2 planes are going to hit the World Trade Center.
Wait. In your
I would leave that part
time
out.
out. In your hypothetical, you got to give yourself a little bit more leeway than one day.
Let's say in this hypothetical, it's one day, like the night before.
Oh man, to give yourself a few months to prep. You got to think this through.
This is a night. This is
Night before.
This is the night before.
Jeez. And you're working in radio?
You won't stop anything.
Yeah, you can get on the radio.
Yeah,
Good
you
point,
get on the
Scott.
radio.
You can't do it. He's not on the radio. He's 19 years old.
But then if
I'm 23. I'm working at K-Rock in New York this
You can go lock the room like
but
they do
you're
in
not.
the movies.
But you're not on the mic.
But then he's going to jail
I'm
because
not-
he's not going to get everybody out of it.
I'm not on in the afternoon. I'm not Howard Stern. I'm not.
No, yeah,
on
You could
have
middays.
broken
I'm
in,
doing
though.
overnights.
He's doing overnights and giving out stickers. What's he supposed to like? Stay away from here, like
I mean, what am I supposed to kick open? Howard Stern's door and
Yes.
go, hey, let me on the mic.
Why not call the airports
and say
Yeah,
and
do
say
they'll arrest you. You're
these
calling in
4
bomb threats
flights
because you're threatening.
Yeah.
have terrorists on them. These are their names. They will be having box cutters. They have plans to hijack 4 planes and then just stop it from the planes from ever getting off the ground.
See, I don't have those specifics in
Yeah.
my hypothetical. My hypothetical is there
Okay.
are going to be planes that are going to hit the World Trade Center.
He knows then what he
Okay.
knows now, which is you don't know the names.
I know Muhammad Atta.
Boom.
Okay, well that's a start.
Yep.
Good on you. That's somebody in a plane.
Oh, that was the head guy.
In a plane.
That was, he was one of the guys.
Okay. Well then there's something to go on.
Okay, but in my hypothetical, the angel comes the night before and says, planes are going to hit the Pentagon and the World Trade Center on the morning of September 11th.
Yeah.
And you trust this angel.
The angel is, yes,
Legit.
it's trustworthy.
Showing the real ID badge from heaven.
This angel has been criminally
So
rehabilitated.
what do you do? I mean, so I'm in New York City. I strap on my rollerblades.
I don't.
Smart way to start.
I fruit boot it down, down to
I hate to
down
be,
to the World Trade Center.
hate to be a downer. I
love fruit booting.
don't think you can do it. I mean, I don't think you're going to be effective. I don't think.
It's not like I could hold my hands at the door.
Yeah, you're going to chain yourself to the door. Be one of
You'd
the
have to
protesters?
call in a bomb threat and then face the repercussions and say you did it because an angel, and then you'd have to probably be locked up.
Yeah.
But then it's
And you never be on a walk
But
with
the
your
planes
wife.
would still hit.
But then it prevents nothing. Yeah, the planes still go.
But the
But if you call the
buildings will be
building-
empty.
I doubt it. I doubt that they would be empty. I know that he could probably mitigate the damage
maybe
here and maybe save a
minimize-
few lives, which is awesome. That's great. But I don't think he's going to stop this. The buildings still come down, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now let's not even. This is hypotheticals without the conspiracy theory stuff, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Without the conspiracy. Yeah.
Now, the other thing
Stop
you could
it.
do.
We're not talking. Stop it.
Because I'm just cutting the texture off
Stop
at the
it.
pass.
9/11 was
Stop
an
it.
inside job. What?
I'm gonna go ahead and
What are
Stop
we
it.
talking about?
cut the
Never.
texture off now.
Yeah. Now, if you were making a cool movie about this, like have you seen the one where with James Franco where you can go back
Oh,
and
the
stop
Kennedy
the Kennedy
thing?
thing?
Yeah.
That would be a good thing. Is like you get all the flights grounded and the building still explodes, and you're like, oh,
Whoa.
good cliffhanger for season 1.
I guess I don't have to watch that show.
You could.
And also Arlington
On
Road.
Netflix.
What are you talking about?
Wait, what show?
Oh, it has nothing to do with that.
You talking about 11263 or whatever it
yeah.
is?
Oh, it's a James Franco.
It was a cool show.
It was a cool.
It was
shit.
all right.
See it.
You do need to see Arlington Road. And what did I say to you this morning when you brought this up? I said you still haven't seen
I
Arlington
know
Road,
I
have you?
So
Wow.
do you call? I mean, do you call air traffic control? I mean,
I think you call everyone you can, and you just say it over and over again, and you go berserk, and then, you're gonna get arrested, but hopefully they'll,
Yeah.
you just do because I'd rather save lives than.
If
you
wanna
try to mitigate. You try to mitigate
If
the
you
damage.
mitigate,
Yeah.
you probably call the FBI alert them. These are the planes. You would have that information. Like, these are the flights. They're going to deter off path.
Can you name the flights right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Flights 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Okay.
Wow.
All right, good.
Can't believe you remembered
But you feel like a real dumbass now, don't you, Rizz?
Oh, you got me.
Dude, I don't think with 1 day's notice, I don't think you have a shot.
You
think
could
you would
shoot.
need
The planes could
months.
be shot down, which just still sucks.
But then I would
For the
ha-
people on board the planes, that still sucks a lot.
Wait, what? You think that
If you were- if you
23-year-old
think
Me
Warren-
calling and saying there's hijackers on Flight 93.
they're going to shoot
yeah.
down
They're going to
passenger
shoot down
planes?
the plane. They're going to go, no, you're a psycho.
They might deploy. I mean, that's what happened with the Pentagon, right?
I don't
Or there
know.
was the one that they shot down. Oh, no, the
that was the
passenger
one
took the passenger
Passengers
took
took
down
that
the plane.
down, but
Yeah, 93 was the.
they could
one passenger.
probably
Shanksburg.
deploy jets. That would be the most.
One
mitigation.
phone call would do that. One phone call from a random 23-year-old in New York
I
City
don't
With a
know.
Limp Bizkit T-shirt on.
with
I
a
don't
Limp
know.
Bizkit T-shirt on.
I think
It would at least give them the heads up, make them aware.
if you remember, they made an arrest.
Probably not, though. You're right.
They made an arrest like 2 weeks before all this happened from one of the guys in the flight school. I think the only chance you had, because it was so suspicious, I think he was like wanting to, he paid cash and wanted to learn how to fly a Boeing 747 specifically. You know,
And
he was-
not know how to land
and
it.
and I think that they like got an arrest there. Do you remember this?
I vaguely.
There's one guy. I think the only shot you have is if months before you put them on all alert about the training stuff, the training schools, the flight schools. I think that's the only shot you got.
The Angel doesn't give me details like that.
So you don't know the flight because
I'm giving you the details now, just in case
What
this happens. in the
crappy
next couple
angel.
weeks.
I know.
Like get
Why?
get,
That's a
get
good-
like a Clarence It's a Wonderful Life angel, like showing
But
you
the
what's
Angel's
going
like,
on.
hey, here's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
But not like planes are going to hit the World Trade Center. There's going to be mass casualties. That's it. Do what you do. Do what you want to do with that
This
information.
is too complicated. Just go back in time and retrain your dogs.
Yeah,
I mean,
let's change
honestly,
something
That's it.
else.
Okay, so
You know
I guess
what?
it's fine. My wife is right.
Let's
she
change
had the
something
right
else.
direction on the.
Dog's not on the beds. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Also-
Dog not on the bed. That's what I want to change.
If you know it's a plane that's going to be hitting the building, you could go to the airport, pick a random plane in hopes it's the one, and go and make a big mess in your pants before it takes off.
Where
so
am
they're
I?
all
I'm
mad.
in Scott. I'm in New York City. I'm not going to what the planes take off in Boston.
We don't know where they come from. It could be New York City. You just run in there with your bowels full and you just let it go on the plane.
That's going to prevent 9/11.
Well,
Guy
you never
crapped
know
himself
because
on
then
a
the plane
jet.
won't take
You
off
never
because there's a
know.
mess in the aisle and they're like, we're not leaving.
You got to get in the building and pull the fire alarm.
24 hours, maybe.
We pulled the fire alarm today. Nobody moved.
And we
But there were
smelled.
signs that said there was a test going
We also
on.
smelled burning.
Right. And we still didn't
go.
move.
Yeah.
You could do something to ground the planes. That's going to hurt you. In the long run, you're the bad guy.
But again, he doesn't remember which planes
Ground them all.
or where.
He
You just,
remembered
them all.
you just
93.
call the FFA and be like, you know that I'm like, there's 3 incoming New York flights, 1 incoming DC flight, and I put a bomb on 4 planes. They would probably ground the flights to look. And it would at least unravel the timeline and the plot, perhaps. You'd have a shot.
You could also go get a big magnet. And
Well,
stand
okay, so
There you
let's
go.
say
We've traced the call to a 23-year-old on a payphone in rollerblades. Let's not shut
He's
down.
got an
the
earring.
I mean, is 9/11
ATC.
just too much too big of a
I mean,
tragedy to
I-
bite off? Maybe.
I appreciate your patriotism right now in your heart.
I mean,
Yeah.
But I think
brought
it's
up like
too much.
Oklahoma City.
Big swing, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Oklahoma City was
95?
McVeigh and the
Maybe
van,
you just
right?
go back in time to prevent the nip slip at the Super Bowl.
There you go.
and that would be good enough.
Something a
Something
little
minor.
easier.
That's not a bad idea.
A little more precise. You know exactly when it happened. You only got to get a hold of Lance Bass. He's probably reachable. He can get a hold of Justin.
Put this on your nipple.
Janet, don't do it. It's not a good idea.
Yeah.
It's not a good idea. This is not going to go how you think it's going to go, Janet. I mean, okay, Oklahoma City, maybe Columbine. I don't know.
Columbine
was
99.
1999.
Yeah. What about trying to prevent the COVID stuff? You know, like get ahead of that maybe somehow.
How am I going to do that?
Go
You know, I'm
to-
thinking
How-
it through
how-
in real time.
How am I going to do that?
Close the borders.
How am I doing that?
Well, you figure out maybe some sort of warning about it, and maybe you can get a 3 to 6 month jump on the vaccines, and like really.
What?
I'm
How am I
sorry.
going to do that?
You know what?
I
That
was
wouldn't
here.
work
We
either.
were working together. You know my resources. We were working together at the time.
Also,
Yes, but I'm just saying you had more resources then than as a 23-year-old in rollerblades.
that clairvoyant person who was like, "There's going to be a pandemic," and is always saying stuff's going on. Nobody believes them.
Well, that's
Yeah.
what I'm
So-
saying.
Conspiracy theorist.
There's a couple of guys here. So have you ever heard of, there's a guy on social media named Javier. He has
Javier.
millions of followers because he claims he's currently living in the year 2027.
Okay.
And he's the only human left. And he posts videos of himself walking through totally empty streets in Spain, going into high-end clothing stores and police stations that are completely abandoned. The lights are on, the computers are running, but there isn't a single soul in sight.
That is my personal nightmare.
He says he woke up in a hospital and everyone was just gone.
Is this the guy that took the Mona Lisa and was taking pictures of it in front of the Eiffel Tower and all these places?
Look him up,
Is
Javier.
Kirk Cameron with Left Behind? Wasn't that a thing?
Yeah.
Oh, that was the Rapture, right?
Yeah.
With many sequels.
Then you got this other guy who says he's from the future, and he's putting out specific apocalyptic dates for 2026.
Okay.
He says that later this year, in November, the largest sea creature in history is going to emerge from the Pacific Ocean.
Let's frickin' go. This is why I'm not going on cruises.
He calls it the Serene.
Serene.
Yeah,
Man,
he
we
calls
should-
it the Serene Crown, and he says it's 6 times bigger than a blue whale.
We should have this. Canada won't let you in because of a couple of DUIs. I think these people that are predictors, like if you have X amount of swings, you're not allowed
To do it anymore?
You're not allowed a microphone. We're not going to spread
Well, this
this.
guy
I'll second
also.
it.
You know what I mean?
This guy also says there's going to be a record-breaking tornado. It's going to hit Oklahoma with wind speeds of over 600 miles an hour
this year.
this year.
I mean, to be
He's
honest,
saying 2026 is the year nature decides to just delete us.
Yeah.
delete us.
That's probably in the
so,
right.
So we're going to be done in 26 because of a giant whale and one storm in Oklahoma.
Amongst other things.
Wow. What a fun dinner guest.
Now, this is an old school one. There's a guy named Al Bielek who claimed he was part of a secret Navy experiment in the 40s called the Philadelphia Experiment.
This one's wild.
You know this one?
Yeah.
Okay. So he says they tried to make a ship, the USS Eldridge, invisible, but instead they actually ripped a hole in time. So he claims he was thrown forward to the year 2137. And he said he saw a world where the U.S. was mostly underwater. The capital had been moved to the mountains. But here's the kicker. He said he also visited the year 2749.
Uh-huh.
Where there were no governments at all. Just a giant sentient computer system that ran everything.
We're on our way.
AI, baby.
He said this in the 40s?
Yeah.
And that's the one where there's a fisherman that saw the boat appear and it had like soldiers melted into the side of the ship and everything.
You want to go down a
That's
weird
a
rabbit
wild
hole?
one.
That's a wild
Isn't
one.
that when they started making LSD or something and testing it on soldiers?
In
Oh,
the
yeah.
40s?
Timothy Leary.
Oh,
Was that the
60s.
40s?
Maybe it was.
Or after?
I'm just saying, that sounds acid to me.
Listen, we're already halfway there with AI, man. Would
MK
you?
Ultra? That was the 60s, baby. That was the whole Kool-Aid acid test era.
He said, this guy said he was regressed into a baby and replaced a kid and a family back in the 20s to hide his identity.
Whoa. Excuse me.
Benjamin Button.
Excuse me, yes.
You had me until then. Say this again. So wait. He was on a ship
He was, yes.
that was supposed to be invisible.
Right.
Right, but
He ripped
they
through a
accidentally
time
ripped,
portal.
They accidentally ripped a hole in time.
Okay, I'm tracking this. And then he specifically went to 2030 what?
2137.
2137.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I don't even care about this. I won't be here then.
And then he
anyway.
went to 2749. And that's when
2749.
that's where there were no governments and
Nothing's
everything
gonna
was just
exist.
run by a giant sentient computer.
And then
And then he said it was regressed into a baby and replaced a kid and a family back in the 20s to hide his identity.
regressed into a baby. So
Yeah.
we had a man baby. He had a man brain and all this
No, he probably deleted all that.
futuristic stuff. And then they hid him in a baby form in the 40s.
Yeah, we need to start questioning babies.
If my-
And then he was raised. When did he say these things?
Scott, when was this? This was
Long. I mean,
a long time ago. This is an old one. This is an old time traveler.
Is this guy still around?
I don't think so. Or is he?
Well, he's a grandpa now, probably, if he was a baby.
Man, I mean, listen, if
Back
you're
in the 20s,
going to
probably
be
dead.
if you're going to be a future predictor and you're going to go all out, you go all out many lifetimes.
Well, if you
from
found
now.
out one of us was actually a time traveling baby from the future, who would it be? My money's on Scott.
Never.
Man, I don't know.
And it's hard to
don't know.
deny. So how come nobody ever travels forward in time and is like, it was fine?
Yeah, things were actually
It's always
pretty cool.
something. It's always something catastrophic.
If it bleeds, it leads, man.
That's
No
what,
one's
that's
ever
what
like,
I'm saying.
I teleported to the year 2035, and guys,
Everything's
pretty
cool,
tight.
man. Everything's all right.
So you're telling me the cosmos,
Not a whole lot has changed.
The cosmos-
Cars look weird.
the cosmos allowed you to travel, to rip through time, to travel to the future and back and gain knowledge. Yet none of that knowledge is applicable since you talked about 100-something years from now, 200 years in his case.
2749.
Well, okay, but I'm just saying the first rip, the 21,
21,
37.
37, yeah.
So like, what would be the purpose of that? Beyond, other beings or the cosmos or whatever, or God that's allowing you to do this, but you get nothing from it? Thanks,
Well,
George.
I mean, maybe.
Like, what am I supposed to do with this
I
information?
know you're
Why?
happy that you're happy that your great grandchildren will be okay.
What do you mean?
Okay.
Horse crap. Nobody. There's nothing here. There's nothing here.
I don't know. I'm pretty worried about this 600-foot monster coming out of the ocean in November. Okay,
I'm excited.
Oh, that's a different guy.
Loch
that's a
Ness.
different guy.
Okay.
That's going to change how I spend my summer.
Yeah.
How so?
You're going to it. I want to see it.
I'm going to live it up. If a 600-mile-an-hour tornado hits Oklahoma, is there even a basement in the world that's going to save us?
What was the other information about this creature?
It's 6 times bigger than a blue whale.
It's friendly.
Yeah, but does it eat
His name's Roy.
krill, or
Doesn't
is it,
say.
How much blubber does it have?
does it only eat sharks?
He eats boats.
Boats.
What was it called?
Yeah.
What was the name of
It's
it?
a surface hunter.
The Serene Crown.
Yeah, Roy Serene.
The Serene Crown.
Too bad he doesn't know about the invisible ship, man. They're going to get him. That's what they were developing the invisible ship for, was to take
To
on.
get the Serene Crown.
So the
It's
monster,
all connected, man.
the monster is supposed to be called the Serene Crown.
Their monster is the Serene Crown.
Serene Crown
Serene
monster.
Crown.
Yeah, they
Oh,
put me on it.
Serene Crin.
It's definitely
Crin?
sounds-
Serene
I thought it was
Crown
Crown,
is a beach-themed
CROWN.
hair accessory.
Okay, so I guess that's how this is. This is a sea monster from Scottish Gaelic folklore. Old saying claiming that it's so large it fed on 7 whales. Huge animals to disguise itself. I mean, it kind of looks like a dragon and a squid
Man,
together. This is
so nothing's new.
no, man. We're just recycling
Can't even come up with a new
Folklore.
story when you make stuff up. That's sad.
Oh.
the biggest creature in and it's Scottish. Scottish. Here we go.
Yeah,
Loch Ness monster.
wasn't
Their whole
enough.
obsession. These
That's what I said
guys
it
are doing
was.
dumb drugs.
Portals, man.
Well, we got an
Portals.
ocean monster and a tornado coming, okay?
Now there's
Buckle up.
You heard it here first. This is me screaming.
Yeah,
And band.
nobody's listening, by the way.
And nobody's listening.
Right.
And I'm wearing a Limp Bizkit shirt.
Scotland's mythical sea
I'm
serpent
worried
of
about
deception.
babies with old man brains.
Oh, guys, it
I
can.
met a couple of those.
So it disguises itself as a small silver fish and then
Okay.
reveals its enormous
Oh,
size.
well, okay.
takes its mask off and is a giant.
All right. All right, listen, we got to take a break. We got a lot of stuff to do, but first. And it is brought to us by Hot Shot Sports Bar and Grill. Celebrate St. Louis in style with awesome 314-day specials available on March 14th at Hot Shot Sports Bar and Grill. From Millstadt, 2 first names, Mark Todd.
Yeah, Mark Todd.
The Rizz Show is the only show Mark will tune into in the mornings. He tries to make it to as many events as possible. He says, I love the chemistry of the show. Match Up the Moon is definitely my favorite game, and Rizz's ability to interview guests is spot on. Mark loves spending time with his wife, April, and twin boys, Owen and Parker. He is a volunteer fireman in Millstadt. He and his friends are Battlehawks season ticket holders. and they love tailgating for the games. Mark Todd from Millstadt is our Team Rizz Member of the Day. Gets a super sweet Team Rizz Member of the Day soccer jersey. Get yourself signed up, 1057thepoint.com/Team Rizz. All right, we'll take our first break of the morning. We'll come back with Crap on Celebrity. All right, Learn, what do you got?
More details on the resurgence of Ozfest. Hole is assembling the doll parts. Sad news for Andy Dick. Dr. Phil documentary, and also, who is the best dinosaur of all time?
Dr. Phil.
Oh, yeah.
You can suck this.
And we will. Coming up next.
We got that. We got your crappy birthdays, the porno birthday. What villain was right the whole time? And you can own a piece of movie history. The Ace Ventura butt birth rhino is for sale.
Yes!
This is huge.
This is huge.
We'll chop it up next. Stay there. All right, welcome back to the program. Phone number 314-624-3833 or 618-398-3833. The Schreier Air Text line, 314-649-DUMB. The Bud Light Studio Cams, 1057thepoint.com/Rizz. The socials at RIZZ Show. Your emails, RizzShow@1057thepoint.com. We will play Rizz Show password later.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm glad we're all back together.
Yeah. Let's celebrate.
Let's celebrate by playing Rizz Show password. Give away some fabulous prizes. Also, the Senior Director of Marketing for the St. Louis Cardinals will be coming in, Mr. Martin Coco, to tell us all about the new Coca-Cola Unlimited package. That's the all-inclusive tickets they're offering for the 2026 season. You know, I hadn't seen you learn since last Wednesday, which was 9 Inch Nails Day.
Yes.
How was the show?
It was excellent.
Did you love it?
We loved it. We had great seats.
And this was the second time you've seen that show?
Yeah, the Peel It Back tour. We saw it in Cleveland last year, which was a hometown show, which was excellent. We thought, nothing's going to top that. Trent Reznor being back in Cleveland, and then this was an excellent show as well.
Excellent show.
Yeah.
Did you guys see the reviews on it? Aside from Learn's review?
Yeah, I think we did. Everything was super positive, right?
Everything was super positive. Now, I had a buddy of mine, because I really wanted, a buddy I trust, I wanted a real review of the show.
Uh-huh. Why wasn't mine real?
Because someone you really trust.
They're not like if you would have talked to my husband, that's his favorite band. He's in love with Trent Reznor. He has a bias. I don't.
I feel like there's a little bias there. No?
Yeah, I would have been for real. It was so good. Excellent.
Okay, excellent.
Yeah.
My buddy Doug
Oh, Doug.
is a real guy.
Okay.
Prove it.
His review. His review. I told him, like, hey, write me up a little review. He wrote like 4 pages.
Is he like a diehard 9 Inch Nails?
He's a diehard 9 Inch Nails.
Okay, good. All right. Let's hear this.
He says it's got the perfect mix of nostalgia trip and industrial grit that plays really well with the crowd. He called it, the atmosphere was a 90s Survivors reunion.
It was.
Doug described the Enterprise Center as a sea of 40 and 50-somethings in leather lace and enough black eyeliner to, quote, blur the line between nostalgia and full-blown cosplay.
Yes, and they had it decked out in red. The whole Enterprise Center was drenched in red like the Tron soundtrack.
Doug says the vibe, it felt less like a concert and more like a massive reunion for the survivors of the 90s industrial scene. Warm, weird, and electric.
1,000%.
He says Trent has not aged a day. Trent Reznor emerged at a piano on a satellite stage, and his voice was shockingly intact. Mm-hmm. He says it could have been 1995 all over again.
So that satellite stage where he rises up and then, the curtain drops and he's there. Boys Noise does the kind of beats before. All of the members of 9 Inch Nails start to kind of accompany him after the first song. And it was fantastic.
He says when they played Wish, thousands of St. Louis fans shouting fist and the F word in unison proved that some rock bonding rituals never die, even with aging knees and gray beards.
So we were seated right where Trent and the band would walk by, and my husband 3 different times, because they would go back to that satellite stage twice, Tim ran to try and high-five Trent Reznor every time.
Did he get it?
No, he didn't. Trent Reznor does not high-five.
He says the surprise this year, they skipped the greatest hits cruise control. Instead, they did a heavy electronic segment inside a massive smoke and light cube that felt like an industrial cathedral meets an underground rave.
It was. This is a great review, Doug.
The big moments, the opener, rather than a high-energy blast, they started moody and personal, which made the show feel curated specifically for the diehards.
Yeah, that was You Made It Feel Like Home, which was part of the, that cannibal movie with Timothée Chalamet. That was part of that soundtrack.
Trent thanked the crew, grinned, and said he was going to be a prick and tore into the David Bowie classic, I'm Afraid of Americans. Mm-hmm. The close of the night ended with Hurt under a galaxy of phone flashlights. It wasn't cynical. It was a communal moment for everyone in the building. And Doug's verdict, Doug's dark horse was Boys Noise. Despite people sitting with their backs to him or scrolling their phones, he crushed it, even weaving Nine Inch Nails samples into the set. Mm-hmm. And the takeaway, industrial music ages surprisingly well. And according to Doug, apparently, so do we.
Love it, Doug. Perfect review. Also, did you see Trent Reznor said that this is probably the last tour that they're going to do?
Oh, that's it?
Yeah. So they were in Tulsa, Oklahoma. I guess this was on over the weekend. I don't know when it was, earlier this week. And he said, I don't know if we're going to be touring anymore after this, but I'm proud of the show we're doing right now. And I'm effing grateful that you've chosen to spend your evening with us tonight.
I could see this being a Sphere show. I could see. No? Why not?
I mean, yes to that. But he'll tour again. He didn't say he wasn't going to tour. He's just in between songs. You got to banter. And he said, I'm not sure if we're going to bubble wise.
Oh, so you're telling me there's a chance.
Well, I don't know. Why wouldn't you go out on top with such a great... This is the best... we've been going to see Nine Inch Nails for a long time. And this is the best, like, theatrics, lighting. I don't know how they're going to outdo what they've done and make it so crisp and clean.
I don't know if there is a ceiling for him.
I
don't know if there is a top. I think he's just, you could say the same thing about the Rolling Stones,
Yeah, he's just saying that there's no plans. He wasn't saying that this could be.
But that'd be cool. It'd be a cool Sphere show.
Oh,
yeah.
That would be the best. Conducive to a Sphere atmosphere.
It would be.
Oh my
We'd be going to that. I hope it's not the end.
I hope so too, because I missed it.
You need to see it.
I know.
You need to see.
I'm a
go
fan.
find a place you want to go and go see it. It's really worth it.
I know. Hey, if you've got a couple $1,000 burning a hole in your pocket, you want the ultimate conversation piece for your living room, man, I've got the perfect buyer for you. The legendary, and let's be honest, kind of scarring, mechanical rhino from Ace Ventura, When Nature Calls, is officially up for auction.
We all go to the visual of his teeth coming out of the anus, right? Like, we're all, like, as his mouth is coming out first. That's what you guys see whenever you think of Ace Ventura coming out of the rhino?
What?
When he's, like, because that's where I go. It is definitely scary.
Can you pull up the scene? So this is the actual prop used for the butt birth scene where Jim Carrey has to crawl out of the back end
of
the mechanical rhino because the AC broke and he's stripped naked to survive the heat.
I just love the shots when he's inside because it makes it look so big. He's in a closet basically.
I looked at this last night.
Well, I got the dimensions.
You do?
It's big.
How big is it?
Well, this is part of the Planet Hollywood collection. The Planet Hollywood collection auction that's happening right now. It's massive. Like, it's 10 feet long and 6 feet tall.
Oh, my goodness.
That's great.
Does it work?
I mean...
what do you mean work?
Like walk? Like, does it work? He's driving this thing.
Does Ace come with it?
I just like how he's sweating.
It is 6 feet tall, 10 feet long, made of fiberglass and foam. And the auction listing actually mentions that it has a padded interior chair. So if you want to win this...
When you guys start doing your hair like this?
You could literally sit exactly where Jim Carrey sat while he was losing his mind in the African heat.
Dude, it is huge.
He goes elbows out first. That doesn't work very well.
Yeah, the arm, when it starts circling around.
It goes back in. Oh, it's giving birth. Oh, yeah, here we go.
How much do you think this is going to go for?
It should go for $1 billion because it's that special.
Local pickup only?
Look at him. Look at the teeth. Here we go.
I've looked into it.
Right now, the bidding sits at $4,000.
I think we should.
It's going to go crazy, though.
$4,000?
That's it.
Let's all go in and we can have joint custody of this thing for the rest of time.
They expected to
the
go.
Words right out of my mouth.
They expected to go for anywhere between $4,000 and $8,000.
Really?
That's not bad at all.
Right? That's what I thought.
We need this for the show. Oh man.
Yeah, the part where he falls out naked and then curls up and just like a calf.
Dad's vomiting.
Hear me out. Hear me out. We haven't thrown in on anything for this show in a while. The Ace Ventura Rhino belonging to the Rizz Show and us trying to write that off as a concur expense for Hubbard Radio is a story in and of itself. But next major punishment is spend a night in the Rhino.
Fine.
Yeah, I'm down with that.
Okay. Yeah.
For the mere price of 4 G's, we could have a Rizz Show major contest punishment where someone has to spend the night in the Ace Ventura.
Now, is this-
Where's it located?
It is the Planet Hollywood Collection auction.
Yeah, but where would we
In
have
the
to
United-
get it?
I'm sure it's California. I mean, is this peak cinema memorabilia, or is it just a giant piece of junk that's going to take up an entire garage?
It's both.
Yeah, it's our
100%
junk.
both.
I love that you assume because it's Planet Hollywood that all of these are stored in California. Like,
I'm sure it's in some. Well, where's Planet Hollywood now? It's I'm sure a storage shed.
probably in Newark.
Okay, maybe. I don't know where this thing is located.
There was a Hard Rock in the hotel airport I stayed in, and I was like, whoa, still around. There's still
That's
a couple
wild.
around.
Well, I mean, Vegas got a big one.
Remember when Bruce Willis would just be wearing Planet Hollywood gear like nonstop in the 90s?
You know, there's a couple different things that are up for auction. So you get the butt birth rhino, you get the naked Stallone statue from Demolition Man.
Fine. Not as cool.
Naked Stallone statue. Which one? You talking
This
about
is
the
where he's
cryogenic
frozen.
one?
Yep.
Yeah. I had dinner under that one. I
That's
was
up
like,
for sale.
Oh, look at that. That's cool as heck. That's cool as heck. You turn that into a table or something? Oh.
This is Stallone's character gets cryogenically frozen, and they actually built a hyper-realistic naked prop of him inside a block of ice. It is officially for sale. I don't have a price on that. It is a full body model of Stallone, and it is uncomfortably detailed.
Yes.
It was originally part of the Planet Hollywood collection. Now it's hitting the open market.
It is kind of cool. I remember seeing that hanging there. Okay, so this has the little mesh in the nostrils that you can see out of. I'm looking at the rhino right now.
Yeah, it's got the dimensions and everything. It's got like what it comes with.
And it really does have a panel inside with a fan for whoever's sitting inside of it.
Outstanding.
So here's the photos of it. All right. So like here's the door, but let me show you the panel.
It's so cute, too.
It actually has the seat with the controls. Straight out of a 90s movie. Look at that. And it's got a
it's
little
awesome.
fan here and like it looks like a heat lamp, but it's a light. And it's nasty in there.
Mm-hmm.
But super cool. Now these look like actual hydraulics. Like it really did move.
It doesn't work.
I don't think it works, but it did at one point. So maybe this is a project for somebody. It's even got a speaker in it. I mean, that's pretty cool.
I tell you what, for $4,000, that seems pretty
Well,
reasonable.
it's $5,500 right now. You had a couple more bids.
Oh, what is it now?
$5,500.
Still.
13
Still
bids on
within
it.
the realm of
That's still
possibility.
good.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm trying to figure out where it is when we get it, where we have to pick this
Well,
up.
I bet you you'll have to pay for shipping. And I bet you that's going to be I bet you that'll be double. I bet you that'll double the price.
Yeah, I don't have any. Do you have any weight?
I don't
Numbers
have
on
it.
it?
It's fiberglass and
foam.
foam.
And it doesn't appear that the butt is pliable anymore.
You got to crate that. That's got to be crated, and it's got to.
Okay, what's?
Dude, you rent a U-Haul.
All right, I got
Well,
it.
I'll go out and get it.
I got
Go get it.
I got the shipping.
It's in Alberta, Canada. We gotta go pick
Rafe,
it up.
Yeah. Rafe can't come get it.
Dude,
I'm getting a quote on the shipping right now.
hell yeah. Adam Savage got in this thing.
From MythBusters?
Yeah.
And did he get out?
Props being sold by prop stores, Planet Hollywood availability. Prop features, size, 128 inches, 10 feet long, interior, mechanics, built with hydraulic hinges for the door hatch and removable latex sheet from the backside. Features a padded chair, a control dashboard, and a working prop fan.
Okay, so no weight, though, on that.
No. I can't find the
give
weight.
a weight,
You have to email. You have to give them your email, and they'll send you a shipping quote.
But you can get in it. It's not like stripped out. It's got
Yeah,
the
no,
seat.
we saw the pictures of it. I mean,
It's awesome.
Again, they'll have to put that probably in a giant wooden crate, unless we want to go pick it up.
Which we will.
I'm going to ask the boss if we get expense that. Can you imagine? Oh, boy, if he said yes.
He should.
Yeah,
Just let us live.
Let us have it, Tommy. Come on, man.
loves doing it
You know
for
what?
us.
The president of programming is in town.
We'll ask him.
He loves us.
I'm sure he'll do it.
I'm sure he'll say yes. All right, time to find out what's going on in the world of music and entertainment with your crap on celebrities.
And we start with this. I know Moon's been following the Ozfest rumors, and Sharon says that the return of Ozfest next year is to kick off at the last place Ozzy performed. That will be Villa Park. And so Birmingham, England is where she announced on the Osbournes podcast saying we want to do 2 days in Aston Villa and then come to the United States of America. We want to hear from everybody where we should go in the United States.
Oh, and come to the U.S. Okay, so they'll do a couple dates out in Birmingham.
And then they'll come here for probably one or two dates.
Hey, Forest Park. I mean, we're not doing the Evolution Fest anymore, so
Right.
might as well.
Why not?
We've got the infrastructure.
We do have the infrastructure. We want it. Sharon, bring it to St. Louis. In other Ozzy news, a 20-foot statue of Ozzy is going to be unveiled at Hellfest. Saw a picture of this. So that will be going on June 18th through the 21st in France.
At Hellfest, yes.
Hellfest. That's always a cool festival, but you got to
Hellfest.
go to France to go to it. Is Courtney Love getting Hole back together? So
One could only hope.
she's been posting photos with Melissa Oftemar and kind of hinting around to some nostalgic stuff, some vintage photos. And insiders say the two have been in a room together working through the old catalog, possibly discussing a 2026-2027 world tour to celebrate the legacy of Live Through This and Celebrity Skin. No real word on
Can you
Eric.
name the other members of Hole?
Well, I was going to say Eric Erlinson.
Okay, and the drummer?
And the chick, who is I can't name her.
Patty.
LaBelle.
Can't remember last
Can't remember her last name. So is she dead? She's dead, right?
I think
You're
one
telling us now?
Oh,
of
no.
them died.
Eric is alive. Melissa's alive. Courtney is alive.
Yeah.
I don't know if Patty's still around. But I'm excited about that. Loved Hole. That's my first Point Fest. I saw her take her top off at Point Fest, and that was my induction to this radio station.
I've seen Hole a couple times. Look, Celebrity
'em.
Skin is a great record.
It is.
Live Through This is a great record.
Yeah.
I'm a
I'm
fan.
into it. Festival news, Tool, My Chemical Romance, Limp Bizkit, and Pierce the Veil are going to be headlining acts for this year's Aftershock Festival. This will happen October 1st through the 4th in Sacramento at Discovery Park. That is essentially the same bill for Louder Than Life, which will be at Louisville. So if you don't want to go all the way to Sacramento, you could just go to Louder Than Life in Louisville
So
September 17th.
Aftershock is in Sacramento.
Yes.
Louder Than Life is Louisville. Okay.
Yes. And then the Vans Warped Tour, they are continuing. It's a massive 30th anniversary comeback tour. They just dropped 3 big additions to the traveling lineup. So Black Veil Brides are officially on board, Caskets, and the melodic punk trio Arm's Length. So you can go see them at...
And you're not going to mention that Mexico City Goldfinger's playing?
I am so excited for
That's
you.
true. That will be my first time in Mexico City.
Really?
Mexico City Warped Tour
September
will feature
12th through 13th.
will feature Goldfinger.
Well, that's outstanding. So Washington, D.C., Long Beach, Montreal, Mexico City, and Orlando, those are the cities that will be having a Warped Tour
When
this
I was
year.
asking, why not any California dates? Just
It's because
Mexico.
we're headlining Los Angeles. So, we don't want to take away from our show, and I'm
Right,
sure
so
that there's
it's,
a proximity thing.
Yeah, it's a proximity
We're
thing.
doing a Palladium show. so-
Mexico City, though, that'd be interesting.
That's really cool.
Yeah, it's very
be
exciting. I'm excited personally. The band's never been there either.
I got a buddy who's like, man, let's go to Mexico City together.
Go.
And you said
Go
no
see
thanks?
your pal.
Yeah, brother, come on down.
Be a
got
roadie
to.
for a day.
I might have a pass for you.
I already asked.
What? Why don't you want to go there? Just go. You're going already.
I'm going already in April to a nice resort.
Okay, well, this is Mexico City, and it's a nice tour. It was a terrifying night for country star Megan Maroney and her fans during a recent stop in Florida. So she was performing. Security spotted a suspicious individual backstage, and police have now confirmed that they arrested an armed man who had successfully bypassed several layers of security to get back to the restricted concert grounds. And so thankfully, the rapid response team intercepted this guy
wow.
before he could do any damage. But Megan stayed professional. She finished her set. Obviously, shockwaves through the Nashville community. Nobody wants anybody that's not supposed to be backstage.
She's coming here in July. Man, this is one of the only times my daughter's like, hey, can you get me tickets for something?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You must.
And I go, Megan Maroney. Well, so we went to go that other guy.
Right.
Alex Warren. She asked for tickets for that.
She's got good
We
ear.
did it.
He's the big up-and-comer guy.
Megan Maroney now. I go, you're into this? I didn't realize Megan Maroney's so hot right now.
Are you going to go? Hopefully.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
I'll try to get her tickets for it.
Get her tickets.
That's
Have a good time.
July 16th, I want to say, at Enterprise.
Outstanding.
That's a hot ticket. It's a Friday, too.
Whoa. Good luck.
Ooh. Maybe this is a drop-off with your friend situation. And
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, man, come on. Actually, that'd probably be more fun for her. She could get all dressed up.
I know. You don't want to
and
be
have
with
fun.
Dad.
Nah. Abbott Elementary, you ever watched it?
One episode. It's fine.
I was watching the Actors Awards, the former SAG Awards this week, this past weekend, and I really want to start watching Abbott Elementary. Like, they were just really funny in the opening with Dax Shepard's wife, what's her name? Kristen
Bell. They had a good
Bell.
crossover episode with It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Yes.
It was very funny. Yeah.
Very funny. Even if you don't watch Abbott Elementary, that's
still get it.
funny. It's June. I'm sorry. My daughter said it's June 16th.
June 16th. Well, Abbott Elementary is proving to be the absolute GOAT right now for ABC because they handed out an early renewal for season 6. The show isn't just winning ratings either. It basically is carrying the network sitcom genre on its back right now. So congratulations to them. It will be renewed for season 6. MTV announced that Jersey Shore Family Vacation will conclude.
Oh,
I
God.
know.
Oh, and you're letting me know this way?
I am. Are you sitting down?
I
An
am.
18-episode farewell season this May. It's
An
over.
18-episode farewell season.
Holy
Gee whiz.
crap.
We need 18 episodes to say goodbye.
We really do. So that'll be an
Jim Tan
emotionally
Laundry.
charged story.
I loved Jersey Shore when it was on.
Yeah.
The original run.
Because you went down there and you
You're
knew the
speaking to you.
location. and-
GTLG.
I knew the location.
Was it stereotypically accurate?
It was 100% accurate.
Yeah.
As somebody who did radio at the Jersey Shore for 2 years, was an on-air personality,
Were you so tan?
so tan,
Uh-huh.
so Italian.
Did you actually kind of wish you were part of that crew?
No, I mean that's over the
Rizz
that's
wow.
over the top.
Yeah,
I mean that is
they
over
were
the
cool,
top.
man.
I wasn't muscular, you know.
Why not? You should have been working
I
out
should
with
have been working out.
JWoww
with the
and
situation.
Snooki. Andy Dick is somebody that we've talked a lot about on this show throughout the years, I'm sure. And so he's had a massive struggle with addiction, and it's been taking a real devastating medical turn. In fact, following the recent crack cocaine overdose, there's been reports that surfaced that the comedian has now suffered significant permanent brain damage. And so specifically, doctors have told his inner circle, again, this is Andy Dick, that there are holes in his brain, a condition that's often associated with long-term heavy substance abuse.
Oh my God, he's got holes in his brain.
And oxygen deprivation.
Crack is whack.
It is whack. And so he is currently in a state where he's going to need long-term assistance.
What state is that? Rhode Island?
He's in California, I believe. That's the last state he was in. And so this sucks. But
I mean,
he's had so many
this
second
guy's-
chances.
The guy's got some problems.
Crack is whack.
Crack is whack.
Crack is whack.
Thanks, Whitney.
If you need something to watch right now, maybe the new Bombshell documentary that could permanently threaten Doctor of this show, Dr. Phil. It's called the Dirty Rotten Scandals docuseries.
Somebody touched my pee-pee.
Oh.
Allegedly so. And I guess one of the episodes came out last night on E! And exclusive reports from People and Us Weekly say that former staffers, guests on the Dr. Phil show are all coming forward with allegations of systemic exploitation.
I'm horrified.
Things like, and he is horrified because his lawyers have put out a statement, but they're talking about they would send people that came to the show to these rehab centers that would just return them back to the Dr. Phil show so that they
Right.
could have content and whatnot.
You can suck this.
And I guess some people did. So
What are you doing, you effing little bitch?
Whoa!
I know. The documentary
He is not
also digs into alleged scams and, just exploitation from staff, people that were vulnerable actually trying to seek help through this online, on-air talk show. And Phil's legal team says the volume of lawsuits and the investigation claims featured in this documentary are making it very hard for them to change the
Well,
narrative.
what kind of doctor is Dr. Phil?
Excuse me.
I don't think he's a medical doctor.
Excuse me.
What do you mean that he is not? Are you saying that he is not a doctor?
No, he's a doctor, but it's a doctor of something non-medical, I believe.
Didn't he get people hooked on a diet pill or something back in the day? And he got sued for that.
He has
All
a
of
PhD
these-
in clinical psychology.
Oh, he's a psychologist.
Making him a doctor by degree, but not a medical doctor.
Not a
and
medical
holds
doctor.
no license to practice psychology.
Oprah's churned out a couple of doctors that have ended up not being great for
Dr.
society.
Oz.
Yeah.
Dr. Oz is actually a world-renowned surgeon. Dr. Oz is a legit doctor.
He's also a horrific snake oil peddler.
Really?
At some point, he was a real,
Yeah.
a real surgeon, like a heart doctor. Dr. Phil, not so.
Dr. Phil is an academic achievement doctor, as it says here.
Well, congratulations on your achievements. Also, his his legal team said Dr. McGraw categorically denies the allegations referenced in these films and said these claims are not new, have been previously raised, thoroughly addressed, and refuted. They are false, misleading, and lacked factual foundation.
You're effing him like a Thanksgiving turkey.
Wow.
Whoa.
Wow. Only a doctor could get away with saying that.
That's right. And finally, have you ever been thinking about like what your favorite dinosaur character of all time was? Always, right?
I'm constantly thinking about it.
Me too. So there's a new.
When am I not thinking about it?
I don't know. You literally,
All right, that
you hit me
transition
on the
was
head
the
and
best.
yell, "Not the mama," almost every single day.
Well, it's yes. Okay, so what are you saying? Are you saying that who from Baby from the Dinosaurs? Not on the list, guys.
So what is
Should
okay?
be.
What's the question?
The question is greatest dinosaur characters of all time.
Greatest dinosaur characters of all time.
Denver.
Larry King.
Who is the good dinosaur?
I think it's just a Disney thing, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if he has a name. I'm sure he does.
Littlefoot, right?
Oh,
Dino.
Littlefoot's from Land of Time.
Dino.
From the Flintstones
Yeah.
is the number one
Oh,
dinosaur
okay.
of all
So
time.
like-
Congratulations.
Dino? Screw Dino.
Oh,
Denver
that's
was
awesome.
actually something.
Who's Denver?
You're saying Denver?
Denver, the last dinosaur.
Not even
He's
on the
my
list.
friend and a whole lot more.
Not even on the list. Denver can
Well,
suck it. This
sing
list.
me the Dino theme song.
Oh, what about
Yeah, show me what Dino's done.
Dino couldn't
Well,
even speak.
Was Dino purple? Did I have that
Yeah,
in my
he's
memory?
kind of pink.
who's
No.
the purple dinosaur? The
Barney.
Barney.
Come
Barney.
on, man. Barney's done some good.
Yeah, Barney's not on this list either,
Whoa.
guys.
This
Barney's
is the dumbest thing I've ever
clearly a
seen.
I know.
Vito.
That's why I'm.
What about
bringing it up.
clever girl, the raptor that kills?
Oh, from Blue from Jurassic World.
No, that's
Oh,
that's the
that's-
new
That's number
crap.
6 on the list. Also, the
get outta here.
Tyrannosaurus Rex from Jurassic Park is number 4. Oh, here we go.
Skateboarding, BMXing.
I never saw the show.
This is
Oh,
Denver.
dude.
Yeah, bro. The last dinosaur. He's my friend and a whole lot more. The last dinosaur.
It's for punk rock.
Me a world I never saw. Jungle, long time ago. Some cool friend.
The last dinosaur.
Look, man, it's a bunch of dinosaurs playing guitar.
The last dinosaur.
Before.
I don't know. I never saw that show.
Well, you really
hadn't
missed
either.
out.
That lyric concerns me.
Maybe this is why I'm a happier person than you, because you
like
missed
that.
out on
That did make
Denver,
me happier.
the last dinosaur.
Very happy.
I didn't say you weren't.
What is that you said? The Land Before Time? Yeah,
Yeah, that's what he
Oh,
said.
yeah,
That's
that's what I said.
Scott
Yeah.
said that.
Littlefoot.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so Littlefoot is number 3 on this list, Scott. But then you got Ducky at number 8, Spike at number 9,
Who's
and
Spike?
Petrie.
Those are the friends. That's the
At number
Triceratops
10.
and the other guy.
What about Godzilla?
In Land Before
Oh,
Time.
Land Before Time? Land of the Lost?
No, that's
Land Before Time.
It's something.
Land of the
different.
Lost?
Land of the
Before
Lost
Time.
is
Okay.
Will Ferrell, right? Yes. Godzilla is number 7. And can I be honest? I didn't know that Godzilla was a dinosaur. I thought he was some sort of
He's a
superhuman
monster.
or a monster that wasn't a dinosaur. Is it well known that he's a dinosaur?
I thought he was a
Man,
lizard.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
he's a
He's
monster.
reptilian.
I thought it was a lizard. I don't know
He's
if he was
number
I don't know if he
Well,
was
what do you think
considered a
dinosaur means?
Gojira.
Big lizard.
And then finally, that you didn't get. So Rex from Toy Story is number 5 on this list of the best dinosaurs. And number 2.
Puff.
Who do you think number 2 is?
Puff the Magic Dragon.
That's a dragon.
No.
That's a dragon. Give me a hint. Year? Do we have a year?
80s, 90s,
80s.
now.
80s, 90s now. So
This is a
80s,
franchise.
80s,
This is
dinosaur.
a
80s.
video game.
Video game.
Video.
wait.
I'm not going to say it.
Video game.
Video game.
Is it? Can you be a dinosaur in Tekken?
Tekken.
No.
Listen, man.
Oh,
It's not
I'm
Tekken.
spitballing here.
What's the bad guy from Mario?
No,
Bowser.
Yoshi.
That's a turtle.
Yoshi is
Yoshi.
number 2
Yoshi.
from Super Mario franchise. And that's your crap on celebrities.
Your celebrities that are celebrating a birthday today. We begin with Madison Beer, who is 27. Jake Lloyd, 2 first names. Anakin Skywalker from Phantom Menace is 37. Eva Mendes is 52. Kevin Connolly from Entourage is 52. John Frusciante, former guitar player from Red Hot Chili Peppers, is
Former
56.
still.
Well, again. I wouldn't say still. I would say former and again.
Former, not then back with a band, then not with a band, now back with a band.
And then again.
Okay.
He's 56. Paul Blackthorne from Arrow is 57. Michael Irvin, Hall of Fame wide receiver from the Dallas Cowboys, is 60. The Proclaimers have 2 birthdays today. Craig and Charlie Reed were both born on the same day and had the same last name.
The Proclaimers.
What'd I say?
The Reclaimers.
Oh, I'm sorry. The Proclaimers are 64. Talia Balsam from Mad Men. That's Mona Sterling on Mad Men, also in HBO's Divorce, is 67. Penn Jillette is 71. Marsha Warfield. Guys.
Roz.
That's Roz. The Bailiff from Night Court, the original, is 72. Eddie Grant, Electric Avenue, is 78. And Murray Head, One Night in Bangkok superstar, is 80 years old today.
All right, today's porno birthday, which is being brought to you by Patricia's, where fun and fantasy meet, is Dana Lynn. And today's birthday girl has been in 100 fine films, including Batteries Included, Debbie Does Dallas 4, Dirty Prancing, in a movie called The Dump Site, which that sounds gross.
Oh, my gosh.
Flesh for Frankenstein, Fun in the Sun, Lip Service, Tracy's Love Chamber,
Whoa.
and who can forget a role in 1992's Hot Holes? What? That's right, Hot Holes.
It's a new Dunkin' Donuts campaign.
Dana Lynn is 57 years old. That's your portal birthday. Those are your crappy birthdays, and that was your crap on celebrities. All right, something I'd be kind of pondering the other day. You know that School of Rock movie with Jack Black that was on
Yeah.
on the TV, and I turned it on. I was, well, it's a good movie. It's fine.
It's a great
good.
movie. Great movie.
Is that the Jack Black movie? When people think of him, that's where your brain goes.
That's a good question.
No. Tenacious D and the Pick of Destiny.
No.
I think
What is the
Tell us how.
what is the quintessential Jack Black movie? This may be. It may be.
It may be.
You know he's the bad guy in Neverending Story?
What? Which?
Yeah.
What? The first one?
Yeah, not Gamorg. And none of that. He's in Sebastian's school. I think he's
He's
like
a
the
bully?
He's one of the bullies in Sebastian's
And
school.
he also a bad guy in Enemy of
No.
the State?
Yeah.
What is the
Sort of.
quintessential Jack Black movie? Is it School of Rock?
I mean,
It may be. It's
might be.
the most mainstream, the one everybody knows. It's fine, that movie. It's all right.
Holidays.
Neverending
also
Story 3. Sorry, he's the bad guy in that.
Okay, that's not mainstream.
I don't know, man. He was
Listen,
Orange
man.
County was kind of the most Jack Blackian
That's a
Jack Black.
great-
Yeah, it's a good movie, but I mean, it's not as.
Saving
it wasn't a
Silverman?
huge movie.
Oh,
Saving Silverman wasn't a huge movie.
You don't think King Kong?
No.
That was supposed to be big.
Shallow Hal was like his first starring role.
I think School of Rock is the one.
You know
School
what
Rock
my-
was Jack Black at his Jack Blackiest.
You know what my wife would say? The Holiday.
Yeah, he's great in that.
Well, it got me thinking. Okay, so Sarah Silverman is his buddy Ned's girlfriend, and she's kind of like the bad guy. Mm-hmm. But she's not the bad guy. Jack Black is the bad guy in the movie.
Oh no, he's helping children.
So Patty, who's the Sarah Silverman character, she's just a responsible adult living with a squatter. Dewey, who is Jack Black, is a nightmare roommate. He doesn't pay rent. He steals Ned's identity. He manipulates a group of kids for his own ego. Patty is simply asking her boyfriend to set boundaries with a friend who's taking advantage.
But good intentions,
She
man.
isn't anti-fun. She's pro-paying the freaking electric bill. That's what she is. So it got me thinking, so what villain, what quote-unquote villain in any movie or TV show was actually right the whole time? Can you think of any?
Magneto.
Oh, yeah.
Magneto was one that I thought of as well.
I mean, people are going to say Thanos had some points. You know-
Thanos, I wrote down.
And I'll say this. I think what probably makes the best villains is that they are partially right.
Okay, so Thanos, and this is what I wrote down.
Sure.
The math is cold, but it's math. You know, Thanos saw his own planet collapse because of overpopulation and resource depletion. His solution was horrific, but his motivation was to ensure the survivors had enough food and space to thrive. He didn't want to rule. He wanted to retire to a farm once the problem was solved.
A lot of people can vibe with that.
Okay, another one is Principal Rooney from Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Ferris is a sociopath.
Yeah, Bueller's a nightmare.
Ferris steals a Ferrari, breaks dozens of laws, manipulates his best friend into a nervous breakdown, Principal Rooney is the only person in the entire city trying to teach this kid that actions have consequences. If Principal Rooney had won, Ferris might have actually learned a lesson before entering the real world.
It is a perfect lesson to learn, though, is that life isn't fair, and if you're charismatic, if you have the charisma, you can manipulate yourself into some good scenarios.
Okay. Walter Peck from Ghostbusters.
Oh, this is the redheaded guy.
The redheaded guy, William Atherton. Okay. He's the EPA guy. He's the EPA guy in Ghostbusters that's actually concerned about a literal nuclear reactor in a basement.
Yeah.
He's doing his job.
A group of citizens, private citizens, running an unlicensed, high-voltage containment unit in the middle of Manhattan filled with unstable paranormal entities. Peck is 100% correct to ask for an environmental impact report. The Ghostbusters were essentially a dangerous startup with no safety oversight.
Yeah.
He was in the right there. Okay, here's another one.
Okay.
That nobody probably thought of. Who knows the movie Footloose?
Never seen it.
Never seen Footloose.
What?
Nor have I.
I don't think. Yeah.
The hell?
Me either.
I know.
I got what I
Footloose.
needed.
Okay,
out of
what
it.
is
I got
the
song.
what is the whole thing with Footloose? No dancing, right?
Upset.
No dancing.
Yeah.
No dancing. So the parents are the enemy, right? The villains.
Yeah.
The parents are grieving. They're not just anti-dance. The town banned dancing. Why? Because a group of local kids died in a horrific car accident after a night of partying. The parents weren't trying to be lame. They were terrified of losing another generation of kids and reacted with the only tool they had, protection.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe that one's a stretch.
Okay.
One's a stretch.
Can I give you this? Miranda Priestley from The Devil Wears Prada. Okay, she is the editor. She's the Anna Wintour.
she's the boss.
Yeah. You know, Annie, with her bad bangs, is out sleeping with everybody, cheating on her boyfriend, the guy from Entourage, trying to get ahead in life. That's not how you do it. How do you do it? You got to have the hammer down, which is
Right.
exactly what Miranda Priestley has done the whole time, which is why Runway Magazine did as well as it did. And then Annie is just trying to steal her damn job the whole time. It's a freaking nightmare.
All right, how about this one? Jaws.
The shark?
The shark. The
Just-
shark's the villain. You know what it is? It's a shark.
Bruce was just being Bruce.
A shark is an evil. It's an
Brucey.
apex predator in its natural habitat,
Right.
doing exactly what biology programmed it to do: eat.
Yeah, maybe don't go nudie swimming at night,
Here's a
woman at the
The
beginning.
real villain there is Mayor Vaughn, who kept the beaches open for tourist dollars, despite knowing there was a man-eater in the water. That's the villain. It's not the shark. He didn't do nothing.
I have one, a demonstrably provable one.
God.
Captain Hook.
Oh yeah.
Captain Hook.
Captain Hook had his hand. Peter Pan tortured Captain Hook, had his hand bitten off, and Captain Hook saves the Lost Boys. Peter Pan kidnaps kids, brings them to Neverland, and when they age, kills them when they age out. And Captain Hook saves them. There's a long-running theory that Captain Hook saves the Lost Boys and lets them become pirates so they can grow up and live as adults in Neverland. And if Peter has his way, they'll never grow up.
That was a good one.
Good one.
And the reason that he's afraid of the alligators, Peter Pan tricked him into having the alligator bite his hand off, the tick-tock clock.
Yeah, something about clock, because the whole thing is about time. You know, fighting time.
Yeah. So Captain Hook was
Captain
actually
Hook
good
is
dude.
basically Chris Hansen, dude.
Captain Hook is the guy who's just trying to like let life take its course.
Have a seat, Peter.
Have a seat.
So I see you brought Skittles
And
and
see in
Zima.
this
huh?
message to the children that Wendy were watching, you said, I can't wait to pick you up and have a good time with you at the Neverland Ranch. Is that true?
Did you say Skittles and Zima?
Yeah.
That took me back. Wow.
816 on the Schreier text line. We did not say Mrs. Doubtfire. Pierce Brosnan, who's supposed to be the villain, is probably the best guy in the entire movie.
He's a sweetie.
He's a sweetheart.
This guy's willing to date this gal. She's got kids.
She got
All
kids.
these
She's coming
damn
with all this
kids.
baggage. She's got kind of a strange ex. You know, but he's
the
just
nanny's really weird.
He's handsome. He cares about the kids. He's
Yeah.
rich.
yeah, he's very nice. He's very polite.
Very polite.
Hello.
And then you got Robin Williams,
And
who is a sociopath.
And he got ran by Fruited.
Yeah.
And he gets a TV show at the end. What the hell? There is no justice in this world.
But Pierce Brosnan in Mrs. Doubtfire is the good guy, not the bad guy. How about the Wicked Witch of the West? Dorothy is a thief and a trespasser. A house falls on the witch's sister. Dorothy then takes the dead woman's shoes, which are a family heirloom, and refuses to give them back. The witch is just trying to recover her property from a girl who literally just dropped in and killed her sister.
Well, what about Glenda? Doesn't she have any say in this?
The good witch?
Yeah.
She's bad too, right?
She's bad too.
That's what I mean. She's like helping
She's a
Dorothy
master.
the whole time.
Yeah, she's a master manipulator. She's the bad one, not the wicked witch.
And then the other theory is Karate Kid. Johnny's the good guy.
Johnny is a good dude.
Yeah.
I mean, just how it happened at the end,
Got his character arc.
His team got cheated, and he still gave the trophy and was like, hey, man, get up.
Right.
He's a good guy.
Yeah.
He's a good guy. This new kid comes in and just starts wreaking havoc. What a jackass.
Agent Smith.
From The Matrix?
I've seen a lot of arguments that he made some good points about when he says that we're the only mammals on the planet that don't have equilibrium with nature. We use up all the resources and move to another area and consume, and there's another name for that, and it's called a virus.
Huh.
And Agent Smith is trying to control human population. Same thing as Thanos. Same premise.
A lot of people are saying on the texter, Skylar White from Breaking Bad.
Oh, the wife?
The
yeah,
wife.
but she was put in an interesting position, but she made her choices.
Yeah, you know what, though? She's probably one of the more universally hated characters in TV. Skylar White. Everybody hates her.
Why?
It's Walter White.
They hate her because they ain't her,
Because Walter White became the anti-hero, and she was the roadblock in his activities.
I guess, but she was a participator.
She wound up being a participant.
Yeah, the funny thing is the only good guy was Hank, and he's kind of a dork and.
Oh man, I don't like what they did to Hank.
Don't give it away.
I'm not going to
give it away. It's only
All right.
20 years old, but people still haven't seen it.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Villains.
Talk amongst yourselves. All right, listen, we got to take a break. We'll come back and let's play Rizz Show Password, okay? Let's go. Moon, if you would, the wheel. We'll get the great wheel out. We'll get two people on the phone. We'll spin the great wheel to figure out who your teammates will be. Rafe will administer the password to the Rizz Show members. We will then give one-word clues, and hopefully our respective teammates on the phone will guess what the password is. Rafe, what are the other rules?
If you say a word and you're close, I will say form of. For instance, if the word is pharmacy and you say pharmacist, I will say form of, and you will get one chance to correct yourself and correct the word. If you do not get it, it will pass on to the next player, and they will have a chance to steal.
Right.
There'll also be no proper nouns. Marilyn Monroe will not be the password. It will be a word from the English language. It will be a single word. Sometimes I have to remind people of that.
All right, St. Louis, listen, let's step up. Let's put our thinking caps on. Let's put our listening ears on as well. Pay
Please.
attention to the other clues given. Best 2 out of 3, you win your choice of prizes. Finger 11, filter tickets, special guest Local H. Next Friday the 13th at Family Arena. We got tickets for Kenny Feel the Punk tonight, a punk rock celebration of the music of Disney. Saturday, May 2nd at the pageant. We got tickets also for Point Fest, featuring Stain, Blue October, Mammoth, Highly Suspect, From Ashes to New, Magnolia Park, Sleep Theory, and Return to Dust. Saturday, May 16th at the Hollywood Casino Amphitheater. Get Law and Select Reserve tickets for just $30 plus tax. I think that goes until tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. All right, if you want to play 314-624-3833 or 618-398-3833, Rizz Show Password is next. All right, Moon, what sports do your kids play? You got a volleyball player, I know.
Volleyball, soccer, football, cheerleading.
Yeah. Any travel sports?
Oh, yes. High-end soccer. We've been traveling for many years.
It's expensive, right?
It's extremely expensive. There's a new team that we're involved with now, a new league, and comes with a price tag, boy.
Do you even know how much it is?
Oh yeah, this one is I think it was like $4,000 or $5,000
just to play in the league.
Oh yeah, that's just the starter stuff.
Oh, and then you got hotels, and then you got travel.
I'm just talking about just being a part of it. It's going to cost like $4,000 or $5,000.
Do you know all in?
No, it depends. We're in this weird interim spot because like I don't even want to get into it because it's kind of a sour note here in the family.
I'm right there with you.
Not the money, just like this.
Oh, no, it's the money for.
Well, so for us, she was told that she was on this one team, and then they called back and said, "Oh, sorry, actually a different team." So that would change the price tag because then kind of piss us off. So we may go somewhere else.
Huh. See, I got,
I'm not allowed to talk about it.
I got a girl who's in cheerleading, and I got
Bad news.
I got a hockey player.
I know.
You just talked about it.
Well, not really, but yeah.
At least for me, the hockey stuff is pretty much done. I mean, my son's got senior year left. He's only going to be he's only going to be on the one team.
Cheer's insane.
Insane.
My best friend is also part of the cheer that your daughter is, and she has like a second job that she has to go work.
Oh, yeah, it's wild.
I brought this up at the boys' game. I'm like, man, just think about your workload as a parent. He's out in college in a year, and your workload goes in half.
Yeah.
Of running kids to and fro.
It's just the expenses.
Free up a lot of time,
The
too.
expenses of
flying to Houston.
These youth sports is something I never had this when I was younger. This is a fairly new thing.
It is.
It's insane.
Yeah.
It's insane.
We talked about that, too. I talked about that with your wife. Like, there were like Babe Ruth leagues that I played in that were like these baseball leagues that were like, you play 40 games a year playing a few states, and it became like a second full-time job of parents. But those were like, that was rare. Like usually that was like the all-star athletes from different schools would all get on one traveling team and kind of play.
Right.
Now it's like that for just regular sports. Like I feel like parents, it is like a second job.
Yeah, we're talking at least $20,000.
Oh, I know.
For cheer.
And going on the road and staying in a hotel.
That's what I'm saying.
And
all kinds of stuff.
Shout out to the parents that actually do the because my best friend, she has to go work at like Family Arena and like work one of the stands like with the cheer team parents to like get money to go into an account so that it can go towards like their traveling costs and whatnot. And the parents that are putting in the work and actually like doing that for their children, I hope one day their kids realize how much extra devotion that has been. If they don't want to just pay outright for that.
It's crazy. Oh, by the way, our Cardinal guest is here. Hey, if you're on hold for Rizz Show password, hold on a little longer.
Okay.
We may have to take another break before we.
I played some pretty real baseball. And I remember, that was the most expensive thing. For the most part, we played soccer because it was free.
Nothing like this now, though. This is insane now.
But even then, when I played like club ball, we were doing all the fundraisers to pay for the bags and the bats and all the crap. And we had nice stuff. I'll be honest. We had Kirkwood Cardinals we were decked. We looked sharp. But we did team fundraisers, and they don't even bother with that anymore.
I'm bringing this up because
just write a check.
There's a parent that's going viral. I guess her son's a hockey player. And it's a woman named Liz McKenney. And they're calling it the Travel Sports Industrial Complex, which is what a lot of parents are in now, this vortex. They told the son, hey, we'll give you, so it's $20,000 all in for this travel hockey stuff.
Yeah.
Whoo, boy.
Okay. They said, we'll give the son we'll give you between $15,000 and $20,000 to not play.
Okay.
As a kid, would you take that?
To not play?
To not play.
Wow.
If I was a kid, sure, yeah.
Or, so the parents are like, we'll give you $20,000 to not play. You're saving us a lot. We're going to spend the money anyway?
Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, joining us in studio, the Senior Director of Marketing for the St. Louis Cardinals, Mr. Martin Coco.
What's happening?
Howdy.
We're talking about youth sports. And, I got a hockey player in my family and, travel hockey team. It's like $20,000. It's like $20,000 for a season.
You have to get a second job to support
it, huh?
Mm-hmm.
And I got a cheerleader, too. That's another crazy expense. So there's a story going around where a set of parents offered their kid, hey, here's $20,000 to not play.
What do you think about that?
Well,
that's
an interesting proposition.
You're 13 years old. What would you do?
Is that the age, 13? Is that how old this kid is?
He is...
I just went middle of the road.
All right, so why $20,000? Because that's literally what it costs the family every single year for him to stay on the team.
Oh, man, so it would need to be more than $20,000.
Right.
$1,000 skates, private coaching, 10 plane trips a year, endless Marriott stays. They're essentially burning a luxury car's worth of cash every season.
I mean, if the kid if the kid is going to miss out on an opportunity to be seen to then maybe somehow go pro or college and get money off.
You know what the odds of going pro are 0.00001.
Well, then you play the odds when you take the check.
As a kid. So
As a
let's say
kid.
I think it's 16 years old. I think it's 16-year-old.
16. Oh, that's a little
A 16-year-old kid, parent goes, you know what? I'm not doing this travel thing anymore. Here's the cash equivalent.
Yeah. It's good money for a kid, but, man, what lesson are you imparting there?
Get paid out.
Sensibility.
Take the payout.
Sensibility.
Yeah, measuring. You're weighing your options. You got to weigh the cost versus the value.
Kid's
There's
smart.
a
I'd
lesson
find the
there.
most expensive sport next year and be like, well, this year I'm thinking about getting into bobsledding. Turns out that's about a $50,000 a year commitment.
So you're 16 years old. Are you taking the 20 grand, or is the glory of travel hockey worth more than a boosted bank account?
I think most kids are taking. Well,
I'll tell you what the kid did.
Where do they live? Are they affluent already? If the kid is rich and he's already got dad's. I was going to say dad's Jeep. I'm going to say dad's Mercedes and some other things. If he's already got that, he's not taking the 20K. But if he's in any situation that we were in at all growing up, you're taking it. Remember when you were 16, you're taking 20K?
If you got 20K liquid to pay your kid out,
Holy
you're doing
smoke.
okay.
Well, yeah, right. And that's what I mean. So maybe this kid is already kind of used to it all and has it all.
Martin, as a 16-year-old, you taking the 20K?
I think I'm taking the 20K, and then I'm going to play rec hockey.
Yeah.
Now, so I think this kid is still
Man, you
playing
get
high
the best
school
of both
hockey.
worlds.
Oh, he's still playing high school ball or hockey. Oh, yeah. You're taking the money.
The kid said no.
What?
He's
a rich kid.
He turned down 20 grand, which, let's be honest, is a massive down payment on a house or a killer first car, just to keep waking up at 5 a.m. for practices and riding buses to tournaments. Idiot.
Did he say it's because he thinks he can get a scholarship or, do something with this for life?
Nope.
What about the camaraderie and the social? There's other aspects to it, man.
Is he a goalie?
And doing something you love.
I don't know what position he plays.
I'm just saying, goalies are crazy people in good ways. So maybe this would align
Well,
with
this
that.
article actually quotes a sports psychologist who says, youth sports have become a caste system. It costs $20,000 to play. We aren't finding the best athletes anymore. We're just finding the ones with the richest parents. That's
true.
what it's coming down to.
It's always been that way, though.
It's like the Olympics.
Not always. Not when I was
I
playing.
disagree.
Not when I was
Come
playing
on.
Little League.
I disagree.
Access has always been the number one thing for these kids.
But that's why soccer
Blue
is...
chip athletes have been getting seen by pro scouts since they were 13 years old.
Or is this a
There's
kid that-
always like
In America,
you
yes.
have to be such a good athlete to be poor and also be found.
Is this a kid that loves the game more than money?
But that's why Canada and Russia and Scandinavia and all that have crushed in hockey is because
Right.
they are
Well,
put
they do.
in those systems without having to be rich kids. They're put in
Right.
those systems because that's the thing to do. It was just like soccer in the poorer countries was the sport because everybody could play it.
Here's the thing. So most kids quit their favorite sport by age 11. Are these parents chasing a pro dream that statistically is not happening? Or is the $20,000 an investment in life lessons? I don't know.
Well, you got to think about this too, like the shelf life of enjoying the thing you love. You don't play hockey into your 50s, not like high intensity hockey.
Nah, I mean, you join a beer league.
Right, but you
Play on
don't play
Sunday
at a
nights
high
at 10
level. You
10
can only
PM.
play at a high level while your body's young enough to endure it.
Martin, what are you
So
seeing
if the
in
person likes it,
what are you seeing in baseball these days? Because I mean, we used to sell candy bars and pizzas, and we did all the fundraiser stuff in the 80s and 90s for club baseball. I'd imagine now it's probably aligned with hockey. It's just this crazy expensive sort
Well,
of
remember
thing.
when sports were just local businesses sponsoring jerseys and the coach, owned a hardware store?
Yeah, that gosh dang Bob Chappell team, they were hard.
yeah.
They were bringing it
Mike
back in the
Riva.
day.
Sponsor
I
my
remember
team.
being on a T-ball team, and Mike Riva, who was a lawyer in West Springfield, Illinois, sponsored our little team. That was awesome.
Yeah, Webster Hardware here, baby.
Yes.
It seems like everybody thinks their particular sport experience, you mentioned hockey, is the craziest, but I feel like as a parent, I hear it across multiple sports. I hear volleyball is crazy.
Oh, my God.
Baseball certainly has some crazy levels of that you have to pay and
Don't
be a
even get
part
me
of this
started on
major
cheerleading.
travel.
Oh, cheerleading.
Oh,
Don't even get me started on
It does
cheerleading.
sound like it's top tier
Oh, my
insanity.
Even high school cheerleading costs money.
Oh, yeah.
It's so much, dude.
The common thread is the parents are ruining it. That's what it is, right?
Yeah.
We're perfect. We'll hold
Well,
it
listen,
together.
Martin's here. Martin is the Senior Director of Marketing for the St. Louis Cardinals, and there's a pretty big buzz going on as far as what you guys are doing down at Busch Stadium this season, and talking about saving some money. So let's talk about the Coca-Cola Unlimited ticket, which is amazing. So you've been with the Cardinals since 2000, starting at ticket sales. This is an all-you-can-eat situation.
Yeah, it's a new concept we're trying out this year. There's been all-inclusive tickets. We've had those for a long time at the ballpark, but this is a little bit of a different concept. Just think of this as like an all-you-can-eat concession stand.
Yeah. So listen, Moon and I have sat in the green seats. That is a special kind of all-inclusive.
That's life-changing. Life-changing.
It's quite an experience.
Oh, yeah, I got to take my mother, who's a diehard, the biggest Cardinals fan in the city.
Yeah.
And she, it was her first time in green seats, and she goes, this is how the other half lives. And she goes, how do I watch a game from anywhere else?
But you know what?
From
Now
here
you're
on out?
taking the green seats and putting it down in Big Back Land.
Well, to some extent.
To some, of course, to some extent. So,
yeah, but that's part of the goal is let's just find additional new ways and new reasons that people might want to come enjoy a game at Busch Stadium. And this is one we have been working on the concept this whole offseason, but I don't think we realized, or thought that it would take off with this national coverage that it's got. It's been really fun to see how much of a buzz that it has created.
14 million plus impressions on this whole concept on social media, which is crazy.
Yeah.
With your 25 plus years with the Cardinals, this all-you-can-eat idea, how does this compare to other promos you guys have done?
Well, we've spent a lot of time over the years just trying to come up with new concepts, whether it be food and beverage related or ballpark experience related. We have a lot of fun theme events, for example, at the ballpark, just trying to come up with as many different ways to get people to come enjoy a game. We constantly remind ourselves we're in the entertainment industry, so that's what our job is, to entertain fans.
Now, the nuts and bolts of this thing, the tickets start at $29. It's dynamic pricing, so opening day all inclusive will be how much? Like $100?
It's I don't know the exact price, but it's a little over $100 for that unlimited ticket on opening day. But you're right, it jumps all around based on demand, based on opponent. But we have a good number of games in there right now that are $29.
So logistically, you get a wristband, and then you could pick 3 items per visit at a specified location, correct?
Yeah, dedicated concession stand. Your seats are in Big Mac Land, so that's a location that most people are familiar with.
Yeah.
You know where that is. And then just a few steps away is this dedicated concession stand. It's not a regular concession stand. We don't sell things out of it. It's only for the unlimited buyer to come through and make as many passes through as they choose.
So what do we got? What's on the menu?
Think of it as ballpark favorites, if you want to call it that. So we got hot dogs, bratwurst, nachos, popcorn, peanuts.
Kettle chips.
Kettle chips are a favorite.
Yes.
Ice cream cups.
Ice cream cups.
I'm into that.
Nice.
Bottomless Coca-Cola products. Now, what if, and if you guys accounted for this, what if, like Rafe over here can eat his body weight in nacho cheese?
And I
no
can.
problem?
And I can.
We feel like maybe there's going to be a few who challenge the limits.
Take
but
advantage.
20 items per visit rule.
You can challenge limits, but when we say unlimited, that means unlimited.
Okay.
Wow.
All right.
Rafe's all about beating the house.
You'll be sorry.
What if Rafe, the first visit, bankrupts the
The Cardinals.
bankrupts the
We're
Cardinals?
rolling back the policy. I sat in the green seats one time, man, and I gave myself a carriage ride down to the stadium. I got the Clydesdales to take me down there, and I made them play the Oak Ridge Boys on repeat. Elvira arrived at the stadium, walked in, made a big show of it. Didn't fall for the buffet downstairs, my man. No. I went out to the green seats. Because they have a great buffet down there. I go, oh, you're trying to fill me up before I go to the green seats. I'm not falling for that, Cardinals. Then I went out to the green seats, and I'm tell you what, that server got her steps in that day.
Nice.
I had everything on there was a Cubano on the menu, and I was lighting it up. And I'll be honest, she kept it coming. You guys lived up to your word in the green seats.
Outstanding.
I was like, man, they weren't kidding around. It's
Well, let's
all
take
coming.
this new Coca-Cola Unlimited thing out for a spin, huh? And this is for every home game?
Every home game.
Let's kick the tires.
Yeah, all 81. And we're planning on inviting some guests. We'd love to have you guys come enjoy a game there.
yes.
I'm fine with that.
We will eat it all.
We will eat it
I'll be
all.
there.
We may have to put a photo up of you to say,
Yeah.
Won't be the first time.
beware of this
Beware Ray
individual.
Williams.
I'm banned.
Who is this for? Is this for families? Is this for...
Sure, yeah. Families is one that immediately comes to mind, but really it's anybody who wants to come enjoy a game. We think it will play well with group tickets.
For sure.
If you're planning on bringing a group out of coworkers or you mentioned youth sports earlier, youth teams, really anybody, especially when you appreciate the concept of I can come through. If you're trying to feed a group, for example, I can come through and get as much food and beverage as I want.
I mean, here we are. We're sitting in Big Mac land. I got a bottomless Coke in one hand, 3 bratwursts in the other hand.
You know what I'd like to see, Martin?
Watching Cardinal baseball.
Now, hear me out. You ever
Okay.
watch the show Severance on Apple TV?
I'm familiar with it, yeah.
Remember when they had like the watermelon head of the deceased person? Anyway, this is not important.
What?
Listen, I'm thinking cheese ball, John Hewlett's face. Can it happen?
Well,
Cheese ball John Hewlett face?
Yes, like a big carved U-man
What does
head
this have to do with
where
the
we can just
Coca-Cola
dip,
Unlimited?
crack. I don't know. I'm just saying, if we need ideas, he's a staple of St. Louis.
Of course,
the
yeah.
voice of Busch Stadium. I would like to eat John Hewlett's face. I'm just throwing it out here because we have him for the time. Okay.
we're going to put that in the suggestion box.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's all I wanted.
And the suggestion box is the garbage can. Okay?
It's not. I will text him right now, and he will.
You're
love
on
that.
drugs, okay? She's on a lot of OxyContin right now, so...
A lot of people would like to be memorialized in different ways.
I would like
Statue,
it,
whatever. U-Man's going to be a cheese.
Yeah.
a cheese head.
There's no bad ideas. So while we're putting them on the table, why not Fred Bird choose my food and baby birds me up in the stands?
Not a bad idea.
Throw the suggestion
All right,
box. That's all I'm saying.
again,
Okay, well-
also in the garbage. All right, so availability for every game, cardinals.com/unlimited
That's right.
to get your tickets.
That's right.
What else do we need to know about this?
I think what has, again, surprised us is how much national attention it's got.
Getting a lot of national attention.
So we're excited to get the thing running and have a full couple of sections every game there in Big Mac Land and have some folks have a fun time at the ballpark.
And this does include opening day.
That is true.
So get your tickets, cardinals.com/unlimited. Again, it's the hot dogs, bratwurst, chicken tenders, nachos, fries, popcorn, peanuts, kettle chips, ice cream cups, bottomless Coca-Cola products, cardinals.com/unlimited. It's a great deal.
Yeah, what's your go-to on that list?
Oh,
Man,
I'm all
I'm
over
gonna
those
go
nachos.
One of everything?
I like to see how many bratwursts I could put in my mouth
Heck
at once.
yeah.
You may not want to invite us down, okay?
Yeah.
Oh, we're going together. Let's go. Martin, thanks for stopping by, buddy.
Thank
Hey,
you.
thanks for having me,
All
guys.
right, that's cardinals.com/unlimited.
Dude, if you remember our friend Brad who took us there, they had the challenge. They did the challenge where they tried every single thing on the menu, and they had a beer with every single one.
Yeah, for 9 innings.
In the green seats, 9 innings.
Yeah.
Every inning, they got another piece. So you're going to be put to the test,
you're gonna
dude.
put to the test. St. Louis likes to eat. You know that.
Oh, yeah.
8:33. We'll do password next. Hey, to get that unlimited food ticket, it's cardinals.com/unlimited. Because somebody's like, well, I'm looking at tickets in Big Mac Land for opening day. It's $300.
I tweeted out everything, so just follow our socials. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know if they're $300, but just to get your tickets through cardinals.com/unlimited for that particular promotion they're doing. All right, let's give away some stuff. All right, we're playing Rizz Show Password, and it's sponsored by
Universal Windows Direct.
Universal Windows Direct. I was waiting for the tag on that, but hey,
That's it.
Universal Windows Direct.
I love my windows.
That's it. I love my windows. All right, Rizz Show Password. We've got Filter Finger 11 tickets. We got Can You Feel the Punk Tonight tickets. We've got Point Fest tickets. So we'll get 2 people on the phone. We'll then spin the wheel. We'll get the respective teammates, and we'll start the game. Let's go to Kyle, what's going on, man?
Hey, how you doing?
All right, thanks for holding through the break. Let's spin the wheel. Let's see who your teammate's going to be, Kyle. All right, here we go. And you are going to be teamed up with, yours truly. All right, so Kyle, it's you and me. Okay.
All right, let's do this.
Hang on. And Amber. Hello, Amber.
Hello.
All right, Amber, you are going to be teamed up with Learn.
Oh.
No fallopian
Hey, girl.
tubes.
What's up,
Oh,
girl? You got your fallopian tubes still intact or what?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
All
cool.
right. All right.
Let's do it.
All right,
Amber.
let's go. All right, so it's Amber and Learn, and me and Kyle. Okay.
All right.
Rafe,
I will be administering.
if you would administer the first password.
Okay. First word.
Okay. First word.
Being administered. Do you guys want to see or no? Or you want to guess along?
I already
I'm gonna
did.
guess.
All right,
Oh,
you
you
already
already
saw. He wants to guess along. Rizz, you were chosen first, so you will go first. After that, winner's choice to play or pass. So, and when you're ready, Kyle, first clue coming at you in Rizz Show password.
Okay, so I have to give.
Yes.
Yes.
To give. You do not have the opportunity to play or pass until you win.
Okay. Kyle, south.
South. South.
South.
What'd you say?
Use this question.
South?
South.
South.
S-O-U-T-H.
Oh, God.
South.
You're upset
I'm already
already?
getting riled up. All right, Kyle, south.
Confederate.
Confederate. Learn. Amber, clue coming at you. Second
Okay.
clue.
Amber. Wild.
West.
Yes, Wild and West. Coming back at you, Kyle, from Rizz.
Kyle, war.
War.
Civil War.
Civil. We're going to count that as civil as the guess. Learn,
Okay.
coming back at you.
Amber. Okay. Outlaw.
Outlaw. Outlaw, Amber.
Cowboy.
No. Scott Rizzuto. Can you bring it home on the fifth try, or do I have to repeat all these?
God, I hope this is not gonna lead you into.
That's
Okay.
how we play.
Kyle. Soldier.
Soldier.
You guys are missing it.
I got it.
Soldier.
There was an unlock from the get-go.
You heard the other clues.
South, wild, war, outlaw, soldier.
You got to give us something, man.
You have 5 seconds.
Done.
Gun.
What do you say?
Fight.
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 All right,
Okay.
Amber.
I got nothing.
He's got to go over the words.
Hold on, Amber. He just did it for me, but just in case you didn't hear it, I'm going to go over the first 5, and then you will get a 6th clue. So far, the
Okay.
clues have been South, Wild, War, Outlaw, Soldier.
And I'm going to say this, Amber. Wilson.
Oh.
Woodrow.
All right. That was a Wilson.
was a
That
guess.
was a Wilson.
That's honestly a good guess.
That was a good guess. Wilson!
No.
Running.
Oh, now you screwed me.
Shouldn't be.
Yeah.
Horse.
Wow.
Okay. Amber. Amber. Shh.
Quiet. Kyle.
I know that this was used already. Confederate.
Alabama.
Johnny.
Appleseed.
Oh, no.
Y'all are dancers. Y'all are dancers.
Well, we went in another direction. Now we may have overshot it, but we're going to see.
You see where my clues are coming from, though.
I do.
Listen,
All of your clues have
we
been
get it
good.
all,
I
but there's an unlock and y'all are
There
dancing.
is.
Okay, okay.
around.
I don't know what I'm.
Amber, flag. Think of the clues.
All right. I
No,
got it.
not.
It's not your turn, Kyle.
Kyle, shut up, please.
Confederate.
You've already said that word
Confederate
50
is
times.
No,
clue.
wait,
I
was
heard
she,
you say-
was she questioning? Were you questioning?
Sure.
Oh,
What?
Never mind.
She was.
All right.
You're done.
There's been
Kyle's
10.
got the word. He's got the word. Kyle, what's the word?
Rebel.
There we go.
Yo,
Nice try, Amber.
I thought the unlock. Wilson wasn't bad, but I thought yell.
Rebel Yell.
Oh,
Oh,
Billy
Rebel
Idol.
Wilson.
Rebel Wilson,
I know,
Running
honey, it's
Rebels,
okay.
Johnny
Let's try it
Rebel.
again.
Johnny Rebel.
Rebel flag.
Running was about.
Kyle,
as
you almost
far-
blew it there. Keep your mouth shut.
Kyle.
Kyle.
Thank God
Sorry.
Amber is dense and she didn't
What?
hear
You
it.
stop this. I will beat you up.
Oh, now he's
you're
trying
doomed.
to. Now you're doomed.
All right, Amber, let's kill the boys. Here we go.
All right, let's do it.
All right, Rizz. You won. Sort of.
Okay.
And so
I
you
will-
do have the
I am
opportunity
going
to play or
to
pass.
I think I carried your team too, is what
Play.
I
You
was
didn't carry
gonna
my
say.
team.
I did, because you
Get
guys
outta
did it
here.
on my clues.
Yeah.
You could suck it.
Are you out of your mind?
I'm not.
He did figure it out on her clue.
No.
Play or
pass.
pass?
Play.
All right,
Go.
then let's go, Clue Master.
Kyle.
One and done.
Yeah.
Meat.
Market.
Okay.
You got this. You got this.
All right. Amber. Bread.
Bread.
Deli.
Singer.
Singer.
Loaf.
Yes.
Kyle.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Bumsville.
Oh,
Sorry, Amber.
yes.
That look easy.
I thought meat and bread was going to be a
Thanks,
dunk.
All right. Thank you, Amber. All right. Kyle, hang on a second, okay?
Good job, Kyle.
Moon and Scott are playing next.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, let's get our people here. Steven.
Yep.
Hey.
Steven. All right, spin
How's
the
it
wheel.
going?
Spin the wheel. Let's see if it's going to be Moon or King.
I'll take Learn.
It's going to be all right. It's going to be Moon. Moon, you're with
All right.
Steven, okay?
Let's go.
All right, and Corey. Hello, Corey.
Yo,
You're with King Scott.
good morning.
Good morning.
Sounds
Okay,
good.
so it's Steven and Moon,
Hey, Steve-
Corey and Scott.
Steven with a V or with a PH? I need to know. It will affect my.
It's a V,
my
I believe.
delivery.
It's a PH.
Oh, it's a PH.
Scott's
Thank
got it
you
wrong.
for trying to
That
fill me.
makes sense.
All right, with a PH, that will change how I do this.
Steven with a V
No, it's
is
me and him.
far
It's me-
superior,
me
in
and
my
him.
opinion.
It's me and King Scott.
How dare you?
Yeah, don't you want him to guess?
I do, but why am I showed it to you and then you said it's me and him as if I wasn't supposed to
I thought you were
show
showing it to Rick.
Oh, no, I didn't see it. I
You
didn't
were
see it.
literally making eye contact with.
King Scott.
All right, Corey. Trash.
Rat.
I know it.
Steven, it is Panda. Brother.
Oh, no.
Brother.
I know it. I know it.
Let's go.
Is it this?
Roadkill.
What?
Roadkill, 2 words.
You heard what I said, right?
Definitely, that's a Steven with a V answer for sure. 2-word answer.
Oh,
King
I
Scott.
think I got it. I don't need
Okay,
I
okay.
don't need it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Need it.
Go ahead, Corey.
Raccoon.
Raccoon.
Yes.
Is that the word?
Correct.
Yes.
Outstanding.
Come on, man. Rodent trash panda.
Steven.
We handed it to you, Steven.
Steven, come on, buddy. What happened there?
Maybe he's never heard of trash panda.
Things get away from you.
What? I got away
It's
from
the
Steven.
perfect name for a raccoon is a trash panda.
Okay.
Look away, Riz, if you
I'm
want to
looking
play.
away.
Okay.
I wanna
Moon's
play.
got it.
Okay, so Scott.
Turn your radio down.
Yes.
Scott, you get to player pass.
Man, this one's. I'm gonna go ahead and play.
Oh, he's gonna play. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, he's gonna play.
Rolling it.
True player
I got
for
someone
real.
really smart on the phone, so I got this.
All right. Corey, listen up. First clue, second word.
Siren.
Siren.
Ambulance.
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 That is not correct.
Fire.
Fire. Steven.
Warning.
Is it?
King Scott.
Yeah, of course it is.
Okay.
Timer.
Timer.
Alarm.
Oh!
Done.
Steven is Dunzo. Congratulations, Corey.
Corey, well done.
You are the winner.
Thank you.
Hang on. Scott, we need one more person.
Okay.
One more person. This word would have been.
Those were good. Honestly, I thought siren was a good first
thought so,
word.
too.
I was like, if you're going to get it in one, that was a good clue.
Super good. Yeah, siren and then fire. We've been talking about fire alarms.
Wake.
I put clock. I was going to do clock,
Yeah,
for the next
that
Smoke.
would have been great.
Smoke. Yeah, that's a perfect one. That's a good. That's
All
an
right,
unlock.
let's go to. Hey, Tommy.
Yeah.
All right, Tommy. Let's spin the wheel. Let's see who's going to be Tommy's teammate. And it's going to be. King Scott. All right, King Scott,
Coming-
you're with Tommy.
Fresh off of a win.
Okay. And Aaron. Hello, Aaron.
What's up?
And your teammate's going to be. It's going to be.
Yeah, buddy.
Moon.
Rematch.
Okay, so
You're going
Aaron
down.
and Moon.
Listen here, Red. You're going
Tommy
down.
and King Scott. All right, final round of Rizz Show Password. Okay, here we go.
King Scott has the clue.
I can't.
For the password.
Oh, okay.
Got it?
Yeah.
Here we go.
All right. King Scott, you were chosen first, so you must go first.
right,
So
perfect.
King and Tommy, first clue.
You know the word learn?
No.
Oh, good. Oh,
You
good.
wanna
We're
know?
playing along.
No.
No, I don't want to know.
Okay.
Here we go, Tommy. Root.
Root.
Beer.
Root beer.
Oh man.
Was that your word?
Yeah, my guess was beer.
No,
yeah,
not
we
you.
got it. We
I
got
get
it.
it.
Yeah,
Talking
my
to Moon,
guess
he's
was
not listening.
beer.
All right, Aaron.
Like this guy.
Vegetable.
Vegetable.
A carrot.
Carrot.
Oh, there's so many.
King Scott, third clue. Coming at you, Tommy. Anytime now.
Potato.
Potato.
Radish.
Okay, Aaron. Greens.
Greens.
Root. Potato.
Greens.
Root potato. So root potato. Greens.
5 seconds.
Vegetable.
Vegetable. Root potato. Greens.
do that.
Collard.
Don't do
Collard
hey,
greens.
that's your first warning.
I'm sorry. Everybody else can warn me. You
said it.
cannot.
He said it.
He said what?
What'd he say?
What'd you say?
Collard greens.
Collard greens?
No 2 words.
Yeah.
No.
We'll take collard as the guess since green.
Yeah, that was my
clue.
guess.
Collard, okay.
All right.
Scott?
Scott, bring it home, baby. 5th clue.
It's getting easier now. Let's go. Let's do rutabaga.
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 I'm not even writing that down. Rutabaga.
Yeah, I don't even know what rutabaga is.
Rutabaga.
5 seconds,
Beet.
brother.
Beets?
Beet.
All right. 5 clues have been administered. I will recap. So far, the clues have been root, vegetable, potato, greens, rutabaga. And now the 6th clue from Moon Valjean.
Man.
I do think there's an unlocker.
Really?
I couldn't even. I couldn't. How could there be an unlock?
And I need a clue.
I don't know the word.
Yeah, man.
These are good clues. You guys are all over it. These are good clues.
I mean, garden.
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 Okay.
Show me garden.
Rutabaga garden.
Gonna need a guess from you, Aaron.
You bet. Brussels sprouts.
Brussels sprouts.
Again, we're
Those
looking
are
for
not
one
in the
word.
ground.
These are one word. One word.
it's cool.
You ever see Brussels sprouts, how they grow? It's
Of course,
very strange.
I had them last summer.
Very strange.
I only got like a couple.
They're on like a stalk.
Yeah, it's odd.
I don't like it.
I don't like it either.
I don't like it.
I like eating them, but I don't
You
like
ever see
how
the
it
way a
looks.
pineapple grows? Don't like that either.
No, I don't want to know about that.
They grow out of the ground.
I know. You told me this last
I
summer,
hate it.
and I don't want
I
to know.
don't eat pineapples anymore.
You know, everything grows out of the ground.
They're so delicious.
But up out of the
Oh, I see.
I don't like things that grow up.
You think it would be pineapple like a tree, but it's not.
I want
Okay,
it to be,
next.
yes.
My goodness. Let's go with down.
Down?
Downgraded.
Okay. Down. Good luck, Tommy.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. I need the luck. Cabbage?
Cabbage.
No.
No, okay.
I'm just guessing vegetables at this
I
point.
know.
Do you have it learned?
No,
I don't have it either.
I'm like root potato
right.
Come
vegetable
on, dude.
garden.
You're the king of the unlock. I know it's in your head somewhere.
I'm going to say pink.
Pink.
Pink?
Pink. P-I-N-K. Pink.
Yes. I'm just trying to put all these clues together.
Yeah,
My
us too.
favorite color.
Pink. Onion.
Pink onion.
Red onion. Damn it.
Man, I don't even know.
Can I guess? What?
No.
Oh,
Write it down.
Write it down.
Write it down and show me.
No, you
go
cannot
this
do
route.
anything. You could give a clue.
Kings.
No, you
If
cannot
I
do
did, it's
anything.
going to throw it off so bad.
No.
oh man. Whoops.
Are you going to derail the whole thing right now?
I don't know. I'm just
You got to give a clue. Give me something.
direction.
Direction. Direction. All right, you lost me too. Direction.
Oh, God.
I see what you're doing.
Tommy.
I'll see what you're doing.
Are we off the
Oh,
rails?
my guess. Thumb.
Thumb.
All right, I'll see yours and I'll raise you. All right, you're gonna have to be clever here, brother. You're gonna have to really put all this
We're
together.
never getting it. Oh, my God.
explaining.
Okay, just get clever. Aaron,
All right. I'm here.
areolas.
What the hell?
Use your brain, brother.
Areolas.
Use your brain.
Yeah. Okay.
Use your brain, brother.
Areolas.
Potato garden down areolas.
I mean,
Green's in there too.
Oh yeah, greens.
Need a guess.
the big brain on Aaron.
Areolas.
Here it comes. Watch this.
Oh, nipple.
Show me nipple.
All right. We've now had 10. Didn't think this was going to be the one.
Paul chime in, and this is the most riveting segment in morning radio. I mean, it's a hand on the face. I don't know if that's a
I
good
love
thing.
you
To be
just
honest-
listening
To
in
be
now.
honest with you, I want to know the word, and you're not turning it off either until you know the word.
See,
We're not leaving till we get it.
Vegetable.
and y'all don't know.
Root, vegetable, potato, greens, rutabaga, garden, down, pink, direction,
Is it this?
and the final clue, areolas.
And what do you know? You got it after mine.
Yeah, I got it after his.
Well, I am
I got it.
very concerned.
And I do believe there
Nobody's-
is a word, Scott. this
nobody's
is the
ever
11th
getting this.
try.
Okay, let's see.
Let's go with this one.
Nobody's.
Let's go with this.
You know what, Rafe? 2 more, and it's done.
No way.
more and it's done.
No
We're
way. It's
working
gonna
so
happen.
hard. I'm sweating over
Somebody says that, they'll get it.
here. Okay.
2 more, and it's done. Go.
Salad.
Salad.
Areola salad.
I don't know if I can say on the radio. I don't
Well,
know.
then it ain't
Taco.
it.
Well,
It ain't it.
that's not the word.
No, yeah, okay.
That's not the word then. If you can't say it on the radio, you could say this. Last clue. This
Aaron,
is it.
Aaron,
This
keep
is it.
keep your brain going.
Okay.
What do I say here? Oh my gosh.
Just say anything, I guess, because all these words are insane.
Well, I mean,
Everywhere.
let's say, I mean,
Oh my God.
right? I mean, do you have some sort of unlock? You think there's some
No,
sort of unlock? Yeah.
I'm glad I got the word. I'm trying to. I mean, I want to look up a word for an. Never mind.
Okay, well, I'm going to say, I'm going to go back. You know what?
Oh my God.
For comedic relief, I'm going to go back to areolas. And I want you to think.
It's not. Nothing's funny at this point.
I want you
No,
to
it
think
is
on it for a
funny.
second.
You're telling me
And just,
green,
you got to piece it together.
what
You weren't
green
far.
garden potato areola salad What did you say earlier?
Would you like to know the word?
Directions,
I would, yeah.
right? Right? I mean, we're doing all we can.
I mean, there's
I
nothing
get
else
where
you
the
can do.
areola comes in now. Okay, that's good. But
creative.
also
It
very
is creative.
abstract.
3, 2, 1.
Underwear.
Underwear. No. The word is turnip.
Turnip. So he said
Turnip.
directions, and I said
Nip.
areolas. You said
Turnip.
nipples.
Oh, geez.
You said nipples. I mean, don't forget, we had danced that is clearly a vegetable that's grown underground.
Yeah.
I mean, we had already established that.
do think
Greens, everything, and that's why we.
Next one wins, and we gotta.
I do
please make
think-
it an easy word.
Okay.
I mean, that
can't
one was the
anymore.
hardest
This is the end of
word.
this game.
All
One
right.
comment.
Especially
Listen, I think if someone would have said truck,
truck.
turnip truck.
No,
I
they
think
wouldn't have
somebody
gotten
would've
No
it.
I
way.
didn't think that.
They didn't get turnip greens.
Aaron and Tommy,
They never heard of a turnip.
Turnip was never in anybody's mind, right?
Rizz, I'll let
No, not at all.
I hate to
Once
say,
I heard areola, I was done.
Me too.
aren't we all?
Yeah.
Which one do you want?
Oh man, I swear, and I hate to say this, but I feel like if there was a gal, they would have got it. I think there's dudes
I
don't
am
know
a
what
gal, and I didn't get it.
dudes don't know what turnips are.
There you go.
This
To
is
be
it.
honest with you, I didn't know turnips
Look at
were
the
in the
words.
ground.
I mean,
Look at the
greens
words.
was
It's
the
a
unlock.
root.
Greens
Okay.
was there. There were a lot of good. I mean, you guessed radish. You were right. You were dancing
You were
around
dancing.
it.
Yeah, that's as
Beets.
close as I could come up with.
Okay, here we go. Quickly, let's
He
go.
has to go
Scott,
first because he got picked.
you saw the word.
Scott, you have to continue to go first because
That's
it's
how the
gone
rules
off the rails. We got turniped today.
Yes, we did. Light.
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 Light, L-I-G-T-H.
You got it.
Light. Light.
Switch.
No.
All right, Aaron.
Okay.
Your clue is green.
Oh boy, here we go. Green.
Turquoise.
No, it's fine. No, it's fine.
That's
It's fine.
more
It's
of a
fine.
teal,
It's fine.
but okay.
No,
My
that's no, it's fine.
My bad. I don't know colors. My bad, brother. I'm not
Scott.
much of a color man.
Think here.
Scott. Wow. Third
Lamp.
clue and we're already out of
He said lamp.
lamp.
Stop. Stoplight.
Stop
No
or stop light.
keyword.
Okay. No, that's not it.
Lamp. Green.
Oh my God.
I want to do this.
Chinese.
Chinese.
Lamp.
You're not allowed to do that anymore. More gongs.
Chinese. Lamp.
That was actually a fire alarm going off again. That was not us.
Don't mind that.
Gonna need a guess in 5, 4, 3.
Photosynthesis.
What?
Photosynthesis.
Photosynthesis. What? Why? I picked an
Photosynthesis.
easy
Well,
word,
because
guys.
green and light, that would make sense.
Yeah.
Photosynthesis.
Chinese
makes plants
photosynthesis.
grow.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Thank you.
Yes. I order that a lot at the Chinese restaurant, photosynthesis, and the number 4. Scott, for the love of
Okay. Camp.
camp.
Fire.
No.
Okay,
He thought it was
Aaron.
gonna be easy.
Okay.
this
yes.
your clue is handheld.
Hold on.
That was.
What do you mean? Hold on.
We've had 5 guesses. I'm trying to.
I'm sorry.
This
Okay, go
benefits
ahead.
your
Go
guy.
ahead. Okay, go ahead.
Light, green, lamp, Chinese, camp, and
Handheld.
handheld.
What did he say?
He's going through them again.
He's
He's
talking
thinking
to
out
himself.
He
loud.
said a color, unfortunately. What'd you say?
I said light and green, and lamp and Chinese and a lantern.
Yeah.
Lantern is. Who said that? Aaron?
Hey, Aaron.
Hey,
Green
Aaron.
lantern. Okay, that
Green
makes sense.
Lantern. That's right.
Oh, wow.
Jeez.
You're good, man. That guy's good.
You got
I got it. Green
Thank God.
Lantern.
Yes, there it is. Okay.
it. Woo!
It's already next Thursday.
I
My
know.
goodness.
Yo, turnip.
Turnip,
Come
that
on, man.
word.
That's
Torch
tough,
would-
bro. That's tough.
I almost went direction.
Selling turnips on a flatbed truck.
We'll
gonna
do
do
some.
direction again.
We'll do some sports next. I think. We haven't even have time for anything. Is it next Thursday already?
It is. It's already March 15th. It's
Damn.
insane.
314 day. 314 day was awesome.
Hey, you think anybody would have a problem if, I don't know, the Cardinals did Diamond Cabaret Night at Busch Stadium?
Well, let's see how tickets do this year, and then maybe we'll be hearing about that next
Or
year.
like when Roxy was still a thing, Blues did, Roxy's Night.
Yeah,
They
okay.
had bottomless food, right?
There we go.
That's pretty
So,
good.
the Atlanta Hawks of the NBA.
Formerly of the St. Louis.
Oh, okay, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, St. Louis Hawks. Champions 1958, I believe.
So the Atlanta Hawks just announced a new theme night called Magic City Monday for their March 16th game against the Magic. The league is divided about this. So if you didn't know, Magic City is not just a place. It's a legendary Atlanta strip club.
It's the big dog.
So the Hawks are calling it a tribute to cultural institution, or tribute to a cultural institution. But some players think the team is pretty out of bounds here. So the game plan for the night is they're bringing in the club's culture to the arena. We're talking a performance by T.I., exclusive Magic City branded hoodies, the club's world famous lemon pepper wings served right at the concession stand. So Magic City is a strip club in Atlanta, and I guess it's big in the hip hop community.
Gentlemen's Club.
Oh, okay, Gentlemen's Club.
Yeah, it makes it. It sounds better. It is. It's the one. If you see, I believe it's the one. Like if you look at, they always show the video. There's the pole goes like way up. There's like a balcony. The pole goes all the way up to the ceiling, and these girls will get all the way to the ceiling and drop it.
They do the fireman?
They'll do they'll like
Upside
wrap their
down.
legs around it upside down and drop it all the way to the floor and like get their head that close to the floor, and they'll be like dollar bills flying in from the balcony.
Well,
It's crazy.
The Hawks co-owner, Jamie Gertz, who is also actress Jamie Gertz, actually produced a documentary about the club's impact on hip-hop. And she's leaning all the way in on the idea that the place is a cornerstone of Atlanta's identity. And the backlash is, and there's a guy in the Spurs, Luke Cornett, not having it. He wrote a whole open letter saying the NBA should protect and esteem women, and that celebrating a strip club is the opposite of a family-friendly environment. On the flip side, you got a former player going, man, I wish they did this when I was on the team.
Maybe that's
Man,
Is it culture or just trashy?
I mean,
Magic City literally launched the careers of half the rappers we listen to.
Yeah, but I feel like it's easy to find a sponsor probably.
Is it fair to celebrate, that musical history or the strip club label? Is that too much for a professional sports league?
yeah, I see both arguments, but man, I guess I'm gonna side with the people that have an issue with it and say
Hawks are not backing down.
You got to keep it family.
The game is still on for the 16th. Do we really care about family values in sports anymore, or is that just a convenient excuse when people get uncomfortable?
Well, can you ask me can you tell me again what the promotion is? Like, okay, if I'm taking Little Rizz,
So
to,
T.I. is going to perform.
right?
He's big with that.
I'm
strip club.
saying, what is my kid gonna see if I take him to the Hawks game
Magic
that
City
night?
branded hoodies, the world famous lemon pepper wings.
So it's not gonna have
There's going to be no
clubby
strippers.
things?
I'm sorry.
There's going to be no strippers there.
Right. So it's just promoting the brand, which also is a launching pad for hip hop artists.
Yeah.
But then is it weird if a kid's wearing that hoodie everywhere?
Yeah. Can the kid wear the hoodie to school the next day?
Oh, they get a hoodie. Oh, they get a free hoodie.
Yeah.
Oh.
There's merch. There's merch.
You want your kid?
Yeah, but I guess you can deny it. You can just say no. You know. Well, okay. For instance, like obviously, my mother's very against alcohol. I went to a blues game or something, and I was like a kid. It was like, I was taken by a friend or who knows, and I came home and they gave out these bats. Like I don't even know what it was. Maybe it was one of those fans.
Mini
or
bats?
something. No, it was like a bat, not like a baseball bat, like an animal, like a bat. It was like a cardboard bat, and I thought it was cool because it was a bat. And
Bacardi?
what's that?
Was it a Bacardi bat?
Yes, and I brought it home and I put it on my bulletin board. I mean, I had like a big, like a cork board with all my pennants and cool stuff. And I put the bat up there, and she walked in and was like, "What is that?" And I was like, "It's a bat." She's like, "You got to get that out of here."
Yeah, but you're going to Busch Stadium.
Yeah.
You know, I don't have an answer here.
Good point. All right.
I'm just saying, I got to go to Busch Stadium,
That's
but
kind of the point I was.
But I'm not coming home with Busch stuff.
In defense of Magic City,
I don't know.
We've allowed all the other vices into sports. Everything's sponsored by financial institutions, gambling. But it's literally called
Bring
Busch
out the
Stadium.
strippers.
You're
It's
right.
time to get the ladies involved.
Bring out the
You're
strippers.
right. I mean, I guess there is no difference.
All right, Moon.
Okay, your sports is brought to you by Chuck's Hot Chicken. With 5 area locations, Chuck's is the locally owned hot chicken spot voted best fried chicken sandwich in Missouri. We're going to start with the news hitting the headlines this morning. The passing of Lou Holtz at the age of 89. Even if you never watched a Saturday afternoon of college football, you likely knew this guy's name or at least his voice. Legendary coach who led Notre Dame to a national championship in '88. He was a small man with a giant personality and a very distinct way of speaking that made him a staple on television for decades.
Man, he was always ancient. He always was the old guy. But how old was he?
89.
89. I thought he was. He's been 89 forever.
In a weird synchronicity of the world, when I was in the hotel Monday, I watched the 30 for 30 about him and Jimmy Johnson when Notre Dame played Miami, and the college championship was on, and it was like, and even then he looked old. Like that was a young Lou Holtz.
He's always been 89 years old.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so if you are not paying attention to the center of the hockey world right now, you may not know this is going on, but everybody else does. There are rumors that, multiple reports, by the way, confirming that the Blues have traded defenseman Colton Parayko. Now, I don't know if that's 100% official.
I saw Frank Cusimano say that last night.
Yeah, I think he's got to approve it because he's got a no trade clause.
Right. I think there's like one signature that has to happen. That's what
happening.
That's what it looks like. Now, he has been a part of the St. Louis, a pillar of the St. Louis defense since the 2019 Stanley Cup run. 6'6", this guy, his shot can break glass. It is scary. Rizz and I were on the glass one time when he was warming up, and it was like, that doesn't make any sense.
When he first got on the team.
Yeah.
Who is this tall kid?
This guy is crazy good. And he just came off of the gold medal game in the Olympics. Now, moving a player of this stature is a house cleaning move. It signals that the front office is committed to a total rebuild, meaning they're willing to move on from the past and acquire draft picks for younger players in the future. What makes this timing so surreal is that it comes right after one of the team's gutsiest performances of the year. Last night, the Blues went to Seattle, walked away with a 5-2 victory over the Kraken, a game where the veterans really showed up. But the looming trade of a leader like Parayko proves that even a big win not going to change the front office's plan to overhaul this roster.
He didn't play last night. He wasn't supposed to play anyway. But and they're saying he's going to Buffalo, so we'll see.
Hey, another future bright spot here for hockey in our city. Maryville University has officially announced that they are launching an NCAA Division I men's ice hockey program. It is a huge deal. There's only 64 Division I programs in the entire country. So having Maryville join that elite tier means more high-level talent coming to St. Louis. That means more opportunities for local athletes to play at the highest collegiate level right here at home. That is a very big deal.
And now we have that's our second D1 team. The other being Lindenwood. That's correct. Lindenwood Hockey's D1.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I guess.
They played Duke last year and beat them.
I guess across the whole thing.
Yeah. Huge. And Lindenwood did pretty well this year.
Only in the NBA, by the way, a game between the Pistons and the Cavaliers was delayed by one of the weirdest technical issues you will ever hear. During a timeout in the third quarter, a power surge happened and caused the arena scoreboard to malfunction. And the horn that signals, teams back to the floor, which is annoying, by the way. The horn's awful. It just started blaring and it wouldn't turn off.
Whoops.
How long did it go? 18 minutes.
Whoa!
I just love all the players.
18 minutes. Just going. Forcing both teams to return to their benches while arena staff scrambled to fix it. Eventually, workers shut down the entire overhead scoreboard just to silence the noise, and then they could play again. They used a manual. Yeah, they used a manual air horn instead. After that, after the chaos, the Pistons beat the Cavaliers 122-119. The game lasted more than 3 hours, by the way. Some college players were really putting a belt in the Sun Belt Championship last night. A college basketball player threw a punch that accidentally decked a ref. I got audio for this. It was college women's basketball, and here is when Coastal Carolina and South Alabama went at it. Check it out.
Not allowing any for free passes.
We've got some swinging down in the paint now, and tempers have flared between Houston and Cordesia Harris. They're having to separate the players and bring them back to the bench, and now that will probably end up being technical fouls and problems. We see an official down on the floor in the paint.
Up next is a pillow fight.
Down goes Frazier. A female ref was down on the floor. 8 players ejected. 8. And lastly, moving to the gridiron, there's a blockbuster deal sending shockwaves across the state. Reports are surfacing that the Kansas City Chiefs are trading star cornerback Trent McDuffie to the Rams.
Thoughts, Rafe?
To the Rams. Why does this matter? He's an all-pro, meaning he was statistically one of the best in the world at his job, and the Chiefs trading a young star like that while they're in a championship window is a stunning move. How do you feel, Rafe?
This feels like it feels like they're committed to the rebuild, which is not good. I feel like the Hunt family got their money. They're going to move the team to Kansas. They already got everything they wanted out of the championship run, and now this could be. I hate to say it, but I hope I'm wrong. But they got a couple draft picks, but they're trading away stars.
Does it mean Mahomes is going?
Mahomes ain't going anywhere unless he wants to go.
No, they're rearranging everything to make sure that he is happy.
Why would he stay on a team that's rebuilding when he can go win?
Because he's
got the contract, baby.
building around him.
Kansas City Chief for life.
He's Chief for life, but I don't know.
I'm mooning Extra Sports because who do you think you are? I am.
I do want to mention that the Billikens won last night, so that means they're number 1 seed in the A10 tournament.
That's right.
Congrats.
And they got to cut the net down last night.
And still undefeated at Chaffetz.
All right, one final break. We'll come back, wrap her up. All right, that is it for us. If you missed anything on the program, make sure you check out the clip of the day brought to you by Michael's Flooring. Also, the podcast brought to you by our friends over at Dobbs Tire and Auto Centers. And today's podcast is titled
Down to Fallopians and No Turnips.
All right. Oh, man. Oh, boy.
Man.
Oh, I forgot about that. All right, if you missed anything podcast, the clip of the day, what else, Moon?
May 2nd, we got Can You Feel the Punk Tonight? 2 shows and a VIP experience. All the music of Disney. Classics, TV show themes, all that kind of stuff done. Punk, ska, and rock. Perfect opportunity to bring anybody to their first rock and roll show, and they'll know all the words, and it's a safe, fun place at the pageant May 2nd. I'll see you there. CanYouFeelThePunkTonight.com.
All right, learn.
My band, Les Narrows, is going to be at Sky Music Lounge, not this Saturday, but the next. That is the 314 day. So come on out.
Whoa.
$8 cover.
314 day with Lane Narrows.
I mean,
holy cow.
it's going to be insane.
Does it get any more St. Louis than that?
You can come look at my fallopian tube holes. That'll be great.
Well, you'll be covered in riplet dust.
Yes, I will. That's all I'll be wearing is riplet dust.
Riplet dust and a toasted ravioli
and
bikini.
Fitz's root beer, and
you can do a shot of Fireball out of her fallopian
Yeah, we'll
tube
pour
holes.
it in one hole. It'll come out the other.
It's very cool.
All right, Rafe.
Easter weekend, he is risen. Come out to St. Louis Funny Bone and see Rafe Williams, yours truly.
Oh, yours truly.
Yes. Ahachete will be performing at the St. Louis Funny Bone. Get tickets at stlfunnybone.com.
Scott.
Yes, support these amazing folks and follow me, King Scott Rules. And if you need help getting into Canada, I have a canoe you can borrow.
All right, Scott, your guy. All right, we'll leave you with a selection from our Teamers Member of the Day brought to you by Hot Shot Sports Bar and Grill from Millstadt. Mark Todd is our Teamers Member. Mark, let's hear the song. Here it is. Have a great rest of your day. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Energy up.